Okay.
You never gave me an answer, John.
So, coming into the final Curse of Strahd session. Yeah.
On session
Okay.
13.
And
So,
I-
That is your choice to make.
like I said,
And it is
well, there will be nothing that will be attacking you guys this session. It'll just be
the boss battle.
It'll just be roleplay and boss battle. So, where are you guys going first?
I think we all agreed
the map
we were
looks a
heading.
bit blurry. Oh,
Not
no,
me.
it's not blurry.
So here, don't we need to?
Weren't we going to go? Weren't we going to go to the Amber Temple so that we could get the carriage and make an impression?
Oh my
I think
gosh.
that's what we were also thinking.
But yeah, there's that. And I also need more reading time.
So what, we just walk around?
Well, we also need. Well, we don't need to necessarily have to walk around. We could just
give our condolences to all the people who are about to die if we fail.
Oh, no,
Terribly sorry for
Were
inconveniencing you.
We needed to chat with the Were Ravens so that we got all the things.
The thing about the Were Ravens was just that they had that item. It wasn't anything else.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we all fell under the impression that we were going to do like this whole castle siege at the end, when it turns out we're basically going to go in for a couple beers and maybe a few sword fights.
Strahd has invited you, and specifically you, in.
Yes.
If you showed up with a whole raiding party, he'd probably be pretty mad.
I think he's mad either way.
Yeah.
Well, mad enough to take more drastic measures.
No, we're not a raiding party.
Let's do it.
Our friend, we brought
he's going to give you a fair fight as it stands.
Yeah.
If you brought a raiding party, he would not give you a fair fight.
Mm-hmm.
He would just slaughter you where you stand.
Awesome.
It's like, no, this isn't a raiding party. This is just all our friends.
It's just all our friends coming to see us off.
Close acquaintances.
I thought this was a banquet. We brought guests.
Yeah.
Well,
and Jerry has like a bow tie.
We weren't allowed a +1. Oh, sorry, everyone. Sorry. That was all bad. Sorry. Go home. Okay.
Wait, where are we now?
You are at Argynvost.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait.
The place with the people that don't know how to clean up after themselves.
The place that is now void of any living thing, undead or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where are
Except for maybe rats.
Area Q.
Q. Okay. Oh.
Maddie, do you remember the time that you destroyed a dragon inside of the fireplace?
I remember destroying a lot of stuff. A lot of times.
Specifically a dragon.
What you do? Oh, what did the charm of heroism do?
The charm of heroism is a one-time use of a potion of heroism.
Potion of heroism.
Which does the following. You gain 10 temp HP that lasts for an hour, and you are under the effects of the Bless spell.
By the Emperor.
Which
Alright.
lets you add a D4 to attack rolls and and saving
Bless is
throws.
guidance for Bless is guidance for combat.
Yeah.
Alright.
So use your charms as soon as you get there, basically.
Yeah.
Well, that's a substantial amount of time, right?
It lasts for an hour, so.
On the subject of the charm, does that also apply to Helios? Does it just me?
Yes, Helios does it too.
Oh, yep. I have it written down. Yep.
Okay,
I
so where
just
are you
need
guys
to
going?
make sure to stay away from anyone who has anything sunshiny or bad for vampires.
Yeah, I stay away from you anyway.
Yeah.
So we gotta go to the Amber Temple, which is all the way over there.
To the Amber Temple.
How many hours is that?
Many. Unless we go hiking across the mountain, which I don't think we would.
Let me count that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it's 2.3 miles if we hike across the mountain to the pass, and then still quite a long ways.
It sounds like strenuous
1, 2,
terrain.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 hours. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Anyone asks why we didn't immediately head to Strahd's place after he invited us, the only answer I'm going to give is piss off. If he really wanted us that badly, he would have sent us a ride.
Yeah.
Figure out what's
I
up with
like
you.
those horses too.
Oops.
Did we ever figure out what's at you on the map?
4.
I think we did, and I think it was absolutely worthless.
4 hours.
No,
That's
we
how
never
long.
figured out what it was you. We never figured out what's in you.
Yeah, you never went to U and
Okay.
you never went to Z. Those were the only 2
At
places
some
you never
point.
went.
Go there.
Z. Where is Z?
Alright,
Oh, there's Z.
39 out of 48.
Those are like entire encounters, so those are like entire major places you haven't been.
Must not have been that
entire
important
major
because we never,
places.
Well, like major
never got
places,
any
as in
inkling
there's
that
a
we were
bunch of stuff there.
must not have been too important. We never figured out what was there.
Yeah, it must not have been too important. Nothing ever told us to head there.
Well, yes,
Mhm.
but there is a bunch of stuff there. Okay, yeah, you're at the Amber Temple now, so you get
I don't see a single reason for our characters to go there, so...
Yeah.
Just
Anyways,
stall pretty much.
at the temple.
Yep, you can get the chariots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have a small chat with our eldritch friend there,
Mm-hmm.
A
and
lich that is also the butler.
if he is at all willing to cast some magic on it to make us so that it's easier for Helios to pull. I gotta answer the door real quick.
Also, maybe come with us out to be Vladimir's +1.
He will not come with you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
His duty is
Having
to
a
guard
lich.
the temple.
That's
Yeah,
understandable. He also is a
Duty
fan.
or not, having a lich as an ally in any kind of battle, unless it's against something like Tiamat or the Tarrasque, would be very powerful because a lich is like a CR 21.
Yep,
Yeah.
CR21.
A lich as a lich as an ally, not a witch. A lich would just it would basically be like saying, "All right, we got our adventuring party and Goku."
Yep. Speaking of which, I need to pull up the Archmage stat block because Mordenkainen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
does a thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's only CR12, so
Mordenkainen
he's not like really crazily higher than you.
well, like,
He's only considered a level 18 wizard, not a level 20 wizard.
Yeah. Archmages are only level 18 wizards.
Yeah, I know that. I wasn't sure that there was a special stat block for
No,
Mordenkainen because
it just says to use the Archmage
Mordenkainen.
stat block.
bruh,
Oh,
this
fair
guy
enough.
invents spells, and he's not even level 20. What is this?
Yeah, that's weird.
I just don't
Clearly.
feel like using a crazy stat block for making a stat block or using a more crazy stat block for him. Okay.
I would have just thought that they would have. I
No,
just
that's
would have
fine.
figured that they would have included a fancy stat block for Mordenkainen.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying as default. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
arguing about you just using his regular stat block. We just thought it was weird that that's what it is.
Mhm.
You know, a named character, a guy that's on the front of one of the main books.
It would be like finding out that Tiamat is
Just
only
an
like
ancient red dragon.
is only about the stat block of an adult red dragon. Like,
Well,
what the hell?
With like one special ability.
Yeah, that's what we were getting at. But anyhow, so are we able to get the thing enchanted with anything like levitation?
Yeah, he'll enchant it with levitate.
Awesome.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, it would be considered a winged chariot.
Lovely.
All
All
right.
right. Now we can
Wait,
now
that's
we
an
can make
actual
our
item, a
god
winged
awful.
chariot. That's
What?
an actual item, winged chariot.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Now I'm just curious what his reaction to all this
Pretty
is.
sure it is.
The mighty Bootsman.
He's just
What's his name? The Lich?
Exithanter?
yeah,
Mhm.
Ectanther. Now I'm just curious what his reaction is. So let me get this straight. You just want to take this chariot and fly it to Strahd's.
I thought it was.
Yes, that's it. Uh-huh.
Flying chariot, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just a chariot that can fly, basically.
Which, for all intents and purposes, that's what we need.
What's the fly speed?
Whatever
Probably
Helios' fly speed is.
Which I believe is 60.
Oh,
Let me check. Yep, flying speed is 60.
A chariot can hold
shoot, and I need like
I'll
freaking
be back.
Probably
8.5
only 2 people.
hours on this book.
In theory, we only need it to hold 3 people, because I can ride on Helios, and obviously Helios
Yeah.
doesn't need to ride in the chariot, he's pulling it.
You could probably manage 3.
It's going to be a bit cramped.
Yeah.
So we managed 2 on Helios, he is a large dragon, but only
Yeah.
a large
Yeah,
dragon.
you could manage 2 on Helios.
Okay.
Who gets to ride on Helios?
That is my decision, isn't it? Because he's an intelligent mountain. Let's see here. Is Vladimir the only one with a reach weapon?
Yeah.
I have a ranged weapon, but
It's true.
I feel like that there's some. I feel like that they carried some things over from 3.5, and so you can't like do mounted archery without a heavy
No,
penalty.
you can do mounted archery without having a feat.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mounted combatant doesn't do crap about your archery or anything
Yeah.
like that.
It just advantage against creatures same size or smaller than the mount, and I believe it's also mount gains evasion. Pretty much. Yeah, no.
Well,
It is odd. There isn't any stipulation, like you can't use a longbow while on horseback, because a longbow by definition is too tall to use on horseback, because it's a 6-foot bow at least.
that
Which
would be hard.
So you're
that's
saying
part
I
of the reason
can't
why
because
all the Asiatic
No,
bows are
you can
short.
you
is 'cause
can. Don't worry, you can
Yeah.
shoot
You
a bow
can. It's just
on a
odd that
mount.
there isn't anything.
Yeah.
okay,
We could put you in the chariot,
all right, I'll be in the chariot. I guess.
which would put you further back. And then if Vlad sits behind me, he can still reach melee with the reach weapon, and I can reach melee from being front end. And Helios has got reach. I mean, he's got 10
Yeah.
feet of reach.
Yeah, no, that's my plan. I'm just gonna sit behind you, looking as stoic as one can on a flying chariot.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't even be on the chariot. You'd be on the dragon,
Yeah.
riding into battle on top of a platinum dragon. Feels special.
I mean, the chariot was just at this, like, really, the chariot was just set dressing. It is the middle finger on top of the punch of the face.
The chariot so we could drag along the warlock and the rogue.
Yeah. Yeah. It is
lagging
time
behind.
for Vladimir and Aldan's shining battle. Oh yeah, I guess the other 2 are here.
Did we need to get the icon thingy from the Raven people, or did we already have that?
You already have all the
we
things you
have
need.
everything.
Okay.
We have everything. Literally, literally coming here was just for the sake of getting the wagon, and now
Yes.
and now we just need to decide our best course of attack.
Yes. Is there anywhere else you want to go before going to Castle Ravenloft?
I can't think of anything. I've got what I want.
I can't think of anything unless we want to just be nosy and see what's at you and or Z.
I mean, we can always fly over to you.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Where is you again?
U is directly above where we are at the
It's
moment.
directly north of where you are right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like it's between the Argynvostholt and where we currently are. And it's like just a little bit south of Argynvostholt. In fact, it's
yeah, I see it.
a mile and a half south.
6 miles an hour. Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah. Right there.
Hmm.
Do we want to see what's over there?
Yes, please, guys, waste time. I need like 8 hours and 30 minutes.
You
I
will
vote
get half an hour flying
no.
there.
All right, that'll bring it to 40.
If you guys want to fly there, just fly over it to
I
see
would-
what's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
let's
only
just
vote.
start off with
I would
that.
only vote no, only because I don't see a reason for character-wise why we'd go there.
We would
As a
go there
player, I
because
want to go. I want to see what's there, but
you see, it's because it's there on the map, and I don't know if it's marked on the map, like the actual map itself that we're looking at, that there's a big U right there, or
It wouldn't be marked on the map that you have.
yeah. Now, all the-
You would see
all
the
mo-
road
all
leading
the-
in that direction, but you wouldn't see the actual like U.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll fly
so-
over it and see what's there, and then we can always decide to land.
All right. Yeah. Sure. We can
we'll
do that.
go there to see, because look, we're going to die or something, or get very close to dying, so we might as well explore the rest of this place.
Marie
Alright.
would rather get drunk at a bar.
So
When you go back
add
to
another
that
half hour. Fly over there.
That moment, you just
All right.
Yeah,
I will read
40
it.
hours.
Keep in mind that this isn't exactly what you'd be seeing, because I'm just going to read the box text. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
the trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth, pockmarked with strands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones.
So it's a bunch of huts in the swamp.
It's a ruined town with
It appears to be an abandoned village.
with a set of standing stones that there are lights flashing from.
Hmm.
Okay.
What are standing stones? I forget.
Stonehenge.
Ah,
Stonehenge, but different, whatchamacallit.
Stonehenge, but not in a state of disrepair. It's a circle of stones in a Stonehenge shape.
yeah. Okay.
Well,
Well, unless we want to investigate that, should we move on?
Okay.
it's an abandoned village. What's there to investigate?
The stone thing is what I was referring to.
Oh, I feel like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a whole story behind this place.
Now, is that player knowledge or character knowledge? Because I'm already
Dragomir
feeling
wouldn't
like
know
I'm
anything about what
arguing-
happened here.
What?
Dragomir would not know anything about what happened here. He would know that this is the
Okay, so-
former site of a village called Berez, but he would not know about anything that happened to it.
Vladimir is just going to take a wild guess and say vampires. I mean, we're in
I
Barovia.
mean, gee, it's only Barovia.
Yeah.
Actually,
well,
not that far away.
Say
Not that far
vampires.
from the truth.
It could be demi-liches for all we know.
I mean, Strahd is technically responsible,
Oh.
but
Oh yeah, he's technically responsible
he
for all
didn't
vampire
directly.
activity.
He didn't directly ruin the village.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't we need to go tell Mordenkainen we were heading to Strahd?
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
You're gonna visit there without him.
Oh yeah, there's something way more important we need to do. Let's head that way.
Gosh dang, what is everything directly like in one line that we needed to go to?
All right, another hour.
I'm just
Get up there.
imagining. I just imagine we were all arguing about whether or not to do something about about this town, and then suddenly one of us went, wait,
Wait,
didn't
what
we
were we
just
supposed
talk to
to-
Mordenkainen? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mordenkainen has returned to his mansion. He is clean. He is not clean shaven, but he's, he looks like Mordenkainen now. He doesn't have a long hair and a long beard. He's bald and a neatly trimmed goatee. So he also has his staff and spellbook. Time to go.
Yes.
You looking fabulous today.
Fair warning, Strahd has outright invited us. I don't know about you.
I'm sure he won't be surprised to see me.
Could you perhaps maybe cast invisibility on yourself or something to hide better in case things go expectedly awry?
Yes.
Okay,
right.
well that solves it.
All right. Did you want to ride with us, or do you have your own method?
Mordenkainen will just cast fly on himself.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So the visual is us riding a gilded chariot, pulled by a platinum dragon, while there's just some flying wizard monk.
Yep.
Oh, and don't forget, John, we have protection from evil and good. So.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you that Strahd will bypass that for the purposes of attacks and saving throws, but his minions will not.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, minions.
Minions, you say?
Like
Minions.
the yellow minions?
From the movie Minions.
Like minions as in the generic term, as in
Yeah.
creatures that are not the big bad.
Yes, clearly because he was going to attack us with a bunch of Goombas.
Yes. He conglomerated with Illumination Studios, so now he owns the copyright for Minions.
Alright, where next?
Okay, do we want to fly over Z or just head straight for the castle?
At this point, I think
you wouldn't know that Z
head
existed.
straight for
It wouldn't be marked on your map. It just would look like a hill. Z is
so
a thing you can go to if you know it exists, but otherwise it's just...
Oh, so it's just a hill on the map, so we wouldn't know to go there.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you out of character, it's a werewolf den.
Lovely.
But it doesn't really matter.
Where's your girlfriend, Vladimir?
Yeah, where's Ez?
She went to Van Richten's tower to find him.
Oh.
Should we call them?
Yeah, should we drop by Van Richten's, tell them we're about to do something insanely ill-advised?
Probably.
I feel like that they would want to.
You know what?
You
know what? That's perfectly in character for Vladimir. Let's go talk to my old man.
Another half an hour.
Get some friends.
Let's go talk to my old
an hour. 41 hours and
I would rather
30 minutes.
Unlike Ez, I'd like at least someone to know how I died.
It looks like Van Richten is there, as is Ez.
All right.
You guys know how to get in already, so.
Yeah, I just imagine they're looking out the window, just see us fly in.
Yeah.
Well, we're also not being too stealthy, because there is the thwomp, thwomp of a dragon in flight.
Right. Yeah, they'll exit the tower. Is that a flying chariot being pulled by a dragon? What have you gotten yourself into?
We're going to raid Strahd's. That's exactly what I've gotten into.
You want to join?
We probably shouldn't.
It'll be fine.
No, it won't.
I don't think Strahd would appreciate
No, it won't.
Hey, who knows?
At the very least, I thought it was best to at least tell someone what I was about to do, since even though I'm riding on the high of some sort of spiffy magic from some old dragon cult, I still know deep down that this is a terrible idea.
Oh yeah, how much money did I owe your girlfriend again?
Oh yeah, she did give you a price.
It was like 500, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, and someone wants to settle. Oh yeah, and Dragomir should probably settle his debt.
I just take out like this crate that I had the whole time, and I just fill it with 500 gold coins, and then I pass it to her.
Okay.
You have that much money?
Yes. Now I have 400 left.
How did you have 1,000 gold?
Because I, unlike the rest of you, sold things. So
Sorry
433
about
gold pieces and 4 silver pieces.
He's sorry
What were
about
you
that.
going to buy with all that money? I mean, you were. I mean,
He wanted a draft
No,
horse.
what you need to do is
Houses.
What?
He wanted a
Well,
draft.
an idea. So I guess that would just
we
went
can
out
use
the
that
window.
money on booze, man. It's our last day.
I never realized how much alcohol 1,000 gold could buy.
A lot.
No, it's yeah.
It's like
It's top
several
shelf,
We'd need our-
barrels.
We'd
Top
need our own
shelf.
magnificent mansion to store all of it.
Well, tourists can't get drunk.
I can't get drunk
Several
either.
Fuck you all.
barrels. That's like enough wine to get an ancient dragon drunk for a week.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Is it going to get Marie drunk? If not, I don't want to hear it.
Well, it involves drinking.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Don't worry, I'll let you know when we
Okay.
get. I'll let you know on the way.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more of a situational thing that will happen on the way to Strahd.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so like the thorough answer from
So
your boyfriend / girlfriend is no, they're not joining us.
No.
Yeah.
Dang it.
well, at the very least, either way, however way this goes, you know what happened, and I hope you'll be able to get things figured out. And Rickton, you still look like shit, but you taught me good.
Okay. So,
Closest single
where to
compliment
next?
Vlad's ever gonna give him.
Quick question about the final card that we haven't used. I assume it's somewhere specifically within Castle Ravenloft?
Yes. Yes, it is
Okay.
somewhere within Ravenloft.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Strahd said to meet us at to meet him at Ravenloft, but I wanted to make double check.
Yeah. All right.
Where am I piloting our majestic ride next?
I think it's clear.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to Milwaukee to talk to what's her face.
Didn't we drop her off with Van Richten? No, we took her to Kresik.
She's
Oh,
Did we?
We took her to Kresik.
No,
we
you,
should
you left her in
probably
It's
tell-
a
Velaki.
blocky. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
we-
she's,
Was she still in
Yeah.
Milwaukee?
she's fine.
No. Yeah. She's where the
We
kids
checked in the last
are.
time I had you guys check the last time we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
checked
forget
with-
these things.
Because I
forget
couldn't
these things.
enter the church.
You're like,
I
oh,
headbutted an
damn it.
invisible wall when I tried.
Well, we need to talk to Irina and tell her that we're going to kill her husband's killer. That is definitely not us. And
okay,
um,
not you.
pat the two
Because I know
children
the
on the
rest of
head.
us weren't here when that happened.
Yeah. I want to say goodbye to the kids.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to effectively say our last goodbyes to all the NPCs before we do something stupid. I like this plan.
Sure. Another hour to get to Velaki.
The other half we don't care.
Yeah.
Another
only
hour to
care
get to
about the
Velaki, and you guys would probably spend about half an hour in Velaki because there are several groups of NPCs.
What about
Yeah.
flying to Milwaukee?
That was 1 hour.
I said an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Spencer.
give me the time.
All right.
How many hours do you have left on that book?
Alright, so suggesting that was another hour and 30 minutes. We are at 43 hours out of 48, so 5.
Check
Okay.
on the kid. Check on the kid we saved. Make sure she's doing
2
all
kids.
right.
One of their
No,
names is
No,
okay.
the other kid. The kid that almost drowned.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
we're
we gotta
talking
talk to
about.
her.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have 3 kids.
Yeah. We got.
We got Freak,
Pretty
the
sure at
little
least
boy.
one of them was a teenager
we're a
and one of them was
little
an adult.
Are you sure about that? I swear
How
they
much
were, like,
time
little
would it
kids.
take to gather materials and make healing potions?
Probably
Because I do have an herbalism.
probably a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of
We're-
rules for
we're
that right now, so
We're bleeding Strahd dry as it is. We probably don't want to press our luck.
Yeah. Just like I have an herbalism kit.
if you guys wanted to, you could probably take a rest in Velaki. And Helios
Okay,
probably
Sam.
should if you
Well,
wanted
yeah,
to.
because
we
Maddie needs to get drunk.
Yep.
I need to read the book, and someone needs to make potions.
All right.
Yep. Let's do it.
Alright, Brad, roll roll a d6, I guess.
Okay. D6.
Take more.
But
Take more of my blood.
You're able to find
5.
enough resources to make 5 of them. You need to roll a check with your herbalism kit to see how many you can actually
Okay.
successfully make in a
20.
long rest.
Let's see here. Herbalism. That's 4. Herbalism is wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's +7. Okay. Boom.
You can make 4 during the long rest.
Okay. So 4 potions of healing.
Yes.
I will write that down.
All right.
Yeah, you're able to finish reading the book, Dragomir. So you get your +2 to intelligence,
Fair. Wisdom, not intelligence.
wisdom, whatever.
Yeah.
I assume those were just the regular basic potions of healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you guys can fly to Ravenloft. I'm just gonna
All right.
assume.
Second.
So,
Wait, question. How
as
much
we
did
fly over to
Maddie
Ravenloft,
spend?
Take
as we
all
fly
my
over to
money,
Ravenloft,
and if you want to contribute to my drinking, then please do.
well,
I only
I'll-
have 17 gold.
All right, I'm gonna pitch in 23 gold.
okay.
Okay.
well. Anyways,
Thank you.
40 gold you have for booze.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna get blackout drunk, yo.
Joey.
anyways, on our way to Ravenloft, I go ahead and I pull out our cups that we obviously use when we're camping,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out that champagne bottle I stole from Strahd's,
Mm-hmm.
It's
and I pour each of us a glass.
That'd probably be like before you leave or when you get there, because it'd be way too shaky when you're flying.
Yeah. Either before we leave or before we, before we leave.
Before we leave.
Before we leave,
Final toast.
All right.
I say we give this.
So yeah,
The
you arrive
slide
at
there.
Ravenloft.
I am
Go in
mounted.
this-
Oh, and FYI, I do have a Dragon Rider saddle.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
Yep. And I have the stats for that pulled up.
All right. So you have arrived in Ravenloft. I will assume you're just gonna go in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the positions you guys were in last session, so I'll just put you there.
Wait,
Fair
it's
enough.
at least for me. It's okay. There we go. That's loading.
Wow, we gotta crash in through like the top of the tower.
I'll give you a 30-foot
Vladimir, do you
radius
want-
circle, Marie, from the lights.
yeah.
If you want to
Praise the
shrink
sun,
if you
yo.
want to shrink that, you can. But
Like what?
Nah.
that is the
Oh, no,
maximum
yeah.
radius.
Wait, are you just walking straight in and you're just igniting your lightsaber immediately? Just straight off the bat?
I'm not necessarily
Vladimir-
saying she is. I'm just doing that now
Alright.
so that I don't have to do it
Alright.
later.
Oh, Vladimir, do you want to? Oh, I assume we leave the chariot outside, but does the second person want to be mounted? Question mark.
You got to go through some narrow hallways to get to places. So
Yeah. Let's get off for now,
Probably.
and then we can think about saddled up combat later.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Helios is just okay with that.
I am he, and so for now, sure.
yeah, where are you going first?
This is true. Wait,
Remember, your
direction
card
have
reading
we
was he waits for you in a place of wisdom, warmth, and despair. Great secrets are there.
Oh, library.
Would that be warm, though?
Possibly.
Would that be warm and despairing?
Well, it's like a library. Okay, if we're doing like the freaking scenes for movies, a library has a fireplace.
Make a history check, Dragomir. This isn't going to be a super high DC.
All right, rolling D20. Would I be familiar with Strahd's euphemisms to get like advantage or something?
I just said it's not going to be a very high DC. Just make a history check.
Oh, I heard you said that it was going to be a very high DC.
Yeah, we heard very high.
Oh, no, it's not.
I
High
heard.
DC.
I heard not very.
It's like DC 8.
All right.
So.
Oh. Yeah.
Just roll.
Well, the minimum I can get is an 8.
Yes. You know he has a study a couple floors up.
All right.
Oh.
We should burst in through the window there.
You can't
Why
remember if
would
there
there
is a
be a
window,
window?
if the study has a window.
Do I remember if there is a window?
Vladimir is going to ask a more valid question. Why would a vampire keep windows?
Hmm.
Do you not see this countryside? Do you see that it's like dark all the time?
But it wasn't always dark.
You don't
Well, he
remember.
wasn't always a vampire. He didn't build this castle. This castle was already here.
Well, he did
Exactly.
have it built, but it was before he was a vampire.
Okay, he had it built. He had it built before he was a vampire.
Basically, what I'm saying is that in the last 500 years, this castle's been up and he's been a vampire. It's entirely possible he could have sealed off any windows to rooms he visits frequently.
Yeah.
Okay, but he doesn't visit the basement frequently, and there's a lot of junk down there.
You don't remember either way.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let's just head up and see where this study is.
So there's a staircase. You know that the staircase you took down last time, which is south of you, does also lead up.
I guess we go this way.
Let's go the way we know.
So it was this one over here.
Like,
Okay.
it goes up, you say.
Yes, it does also go up. So just a second. Stop moving your minis. Stop moving your minis.
I was...
On to map 4. So, first it goes up onto map 4, which I'll just put you there first. In case you want to do anything there. So, yep, map 4. It's a staircase. There's a door to your left.
I don't see a door. Oh.
Right here.
The map is still loading.
This is one floor up. If you want to check what's through there, you can. You don't have to.
That's not where the study is.
That is not where the study is.
Let's take a look
So-
where. If Dragomir, if you have any idea where the study is.
Yes, it is one floor above us.
Okay, on to floor 5. On to map 5, which is the next floor. Okay.
The study is on this floor, right?
Yes.
All right. So there's a door, right? I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay. There are no traps.
Oh, okay, good. I open it then.
Okay, into K35. Let me read the description. A door of delicately engraved steel stands at the west end of this short, dark hallway. Intricate details stand out clearly on the door's surface. The door seems to shine with a light of its own, untouched by time. Flanking the door are 2 alcoves in shadow. A dark, vaguely man-shaped figure stands in each alcove.
Are these shadowy figures, or statues, are they trapped?
Moving upon closer inspection, they are not. They're not people at all. They are swarms of rats piled up atop one another to form man-like shapes. They look like they very much want to attack you, but they are not attacking you.
Wait, but Marie, you have a giant rat.
But no, that's different, okay?
How is it different?
Let's head on through.
Because it's Jerry. Jerry does jack shit.
Yep.
These rats are.
Mean?
They look like they want to kill us.
Oh, right.
Most things here do.
Is anyone else having problems with the map just being fuzzy and being slow to load?
No, I think that's just you, man. I had that like when I first loaded this, but that was just the main map. Alright, we gotta do this, the study is like right behind this door, right?
No.
Oh.
Well, you don't know
Okay.
if it is, but probably not.
Oh, alright.
Just
I
open
guess
the
we'll
door.
just open the door normally. Okay, we're not gonna kick it
It
in.
is not the study. Dust assaults your lungs. A sweet yet pungent smell of decay fills this room, in the center of which stands a long oak table. A blanket of dust covers the tabletop and its fine china and silverware. In the center of the table, a large tiered cake leans heavily to one side. The once bright frosting has turned green with age. Cobwebs hang like dusty lace down every side of the cake. A single doll figure of a well-dressed woman adorns the crest of the cake. Suspended above is a web-shrouded chandelier of forged iron. An arched window in the south is draped with heavy curtains. Resting in a wooden stand by the window is a dusty lute, and standing quietly in the southwest corner is a tall harp shrouded in cobwebs.
Ooh.
They kept this room the same. Oh, that's a spoiler though. Which means I think I know where. If this is from prior knowledge, I'm gonna enter the room.
Okay.
And I believe the room we are searching for is this one.
Why don't you
So
find
I'm
out?
This is
going
not-
to go
We're
up to
not
that
at all
door.
curious what's here. That's fine.
Not unless they added anything. I don't think they did, because this is Wizards of the Coast we're talking about. So yeah, I'll just open this door.
Okay.
Wait, I'll kick it in.
Alright, it is the study. A blazing hearth fire fills this room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. All is in order here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug. In the center of this room is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. Large overstuffed divans and couches are arranged around the room. 2 chairs of burgundy-colored wood with padded leather seats and back cushions face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantelpiece in a gilded, heavy frame. The rolling firelight illuminates the carefully rendered portrait. It is an exact likeness of Irina Kolyana. Strahd sits in one of the chairs, staring into the fire.
He is so obsessive. Oh, holy shit, who's that?
Mordenkainen.
Oh, okay.
It does not look like Morphin Caden. It looks like it.
I know,
No,
it's just
some
it's the
sort of-
symbol for an archmage.
Wait, what's
I
the circle?
thought I had to
What's
fight
the
for
circle
my
that
life, man.
that's in black? That's
Oh,
this.
well, we were like all the way back here. I was drawing.
Okay, I'm just
Gosh,
gonna remove
I
this.
was freaking digging.
Yeah.
Away.
But I have come to. I have come to beseech thee for the last time.
Alright, without looking at you, he says, "So you arrived, and Mordenkainen has returned, I see. I thought I killed him. I guess."
the man's like chewing wax on your shoe. You thought you got it, but then you step in something else. Morn Kameth, I assume, gives me a look like, dude.
In any case, you have come here for a fight, and that I will grant you. He stands and turns to face you, and a pair of shadowy black wings appear behind his back. Vladimir, by the way, you can sense several undead presences in this room. I'm just going to mention that out of character.
Yeah.
All
right.
I mean, he does have the vampire killer thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So roll initiative, everyone.
All right.
Fine.
By the way, it's
Okay,
worth
here
mentioning
we go.
Strahd controls the space of a large creature, but he himself is not a large creature.
Got it.
I got a 22 on both rolls.
Lucky. Oh.
Wait. Can I do a speech first?
Oh.
You can do a sure.
All right. Because I had this written up. I was like, dang, I want to find the
my
perfect opportunity to do this.
God.
Yeah. I was planning on interrupting Strahd and giving some crazy nonsense. You go ahead.
All right. So here we are, 700 years later. It's sure been a one wild ride, hasn't it? But we must end this game. For far too long has Barovia been sitting and rotting away. For too long has Castle Ravenloft gathered dust as the rest of the world moves on, and too long have you sat here and let it all go to waste.
Still need a roll
Tell
for
me,
Helios.
Strahd.
Yeah. I was just checking to see if I had a thing that's like about initiatives.
Okay. Was it worth it? Was it worth all the pain, the suffering, the turmoil, and all the hell we put men through, so you may sit like a foul vulture, feeding on the dying remains of past achievements? Now, I remember the day when I looked up to you as the hero of the people you once swore to protect with your life. But now, here you are, sharing more characteristics with the evil men that we were supposed to purge this world of. My mind is finally clear once more. I remember that day we performed that damned ritual of how you smiled as I laid bleeding to death on the floor, and how you hired. Shoot, I forgot his name for a second. Give me a second.
Rahadin?
And how you hired Rahadin to dump my body miles away in an unmarked grave to hide your crime from suspicious eyes, and how you walked away with your new power unconcerned of what happened to me. And now I know you haven't asked me how I've been doing, even once since I got here. But I'll tell you anyways. I'll tell you that my life has been nothing but pain and trouble ever since I got this curse, and it is now up to me to finally end you. Prepare yourself.
I mean,
Alright.
isn't that what we're all here for?
Alright,
Yes,
so,
I also can't cast Hunter's Mark during this on Strahd.
okay.
Yeah.
You will do that. That will happen on your turn, so.
Alright.
His turn's before mine, right?
Yes. Strahd
Yes,
is
it
moving
is.
first.
Cool.
Everyone
Yeah.
but Helios is before you.
Awesome. Yeah, because I had something that I wanted to say too, and you know what? It's actually a really good follow up to that.
Okay, so
Not
the
as good
first
as
thing that will happen on Strahd's turn, Marie, make a strength saving throw as something is trying to pull the sun sword out of your grasp.
Oh, hell no. No, that's my shit, girl.
That's my
Okay.
shit, girl.
+4.
And I'm going to use a
Remember that.
card, so you fail the saving throw.
No freaking way, bro.
Just
No,
see,
wait. What?
Oh, that's
Which
on the
ones
GM.
do I have? The fuck? Okay. I
Um,
can't even see it. They're so small.
you have +1
right?
to attack. Okay, I don't know what the first one is. I can't tell you, but
It's
the
a
second
fortuitous
one you added
circumstance.
D10.
A fortuitous
The second
circumstance,
one
add a
is
d10 to an
Headless
attack roll,
killer.
and force
Or
an
skills.
attacker to reroll an attack.
So nothing.
Hang on, let me
What's
see
the
if I can't
fortuitous
save you.
circumstance counter?
Let me see if I can't save you.
Please save me.
I mean, technically, I have something. But then again, do you need
Oh boy, I
Sun
thought I had something. I must have gotten rid of it a while ago.
Well, the sun sword is sunlight, and he's a vampire.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, but then again, you deal force damage. There's
Damn.
a few
I don't-
things that have distance
Well, we
force
need, we
damage.
need either vampire killer or the sun sword to keep his regeneration from regenerating.
What about you guys? I thought I had something. Apparently, I got rid of it.
I just have D8 to saving throw, D8 to saving throw,
I have
D8
on a
to
saving throw.
attack roll or skills. Attack
I
attack
would
or
throw a
skill.
D8 to saving throw.
It doesn't
But
matter.
he
This
just
is an
played-
auto fail.
automatically fail.
He played a card that's an auto fail,
Yeah.
so it would have to be forced due to circumstance or auto pass if they can counter it.
They
Okay,
can.
so I would use
An
mine.
auto pass can counter it.
Okay.
Okay.
However, this
so
is a fairly minor thing that you guys can get around. You might want to save that card for something else, Dragomir.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
save it for something
guess-
more important than just it yanks the sword out of your hand because you can
I
just
mean,
walk back over
I
and rip it back
guess-
out.
If,
I mean, because worst case scenario, I could get it back. I
yeah,
could
that's
take it
true.
out of his hand and steal it.
Yes,
Well, it's
thank you,
not
I love
Strahd that's taking it.
Oh,
it. Yeah, it's just something.
It's an invisible man.
Hmm.
The type Vladimir can only see because he
So,
has special
yeah.
eyes.
And he has
Okay.
blind
yeah.
sight.
I can't do anything about that. So.
Okay.
It is interesting that the dragons don't have blind sight when
All right.
the
So
official stat blocks have it.
it obviously stops making any light once it leaves your grasp. And I'm going to reveal the icon on the map that grabbed it. It was a poltergeist, just so you know.
Oh,
And
lovely.
the poltergeist will take it over here.
wait.
the
Opportunity
artwork
attack
of the
for these are
poltergeist.
And because poltergeists are incorporeal, they get an auto immunity to opportunity
Okay.
attacks.
Fair enough.
Can I just say that the character token of the poltergeist looks a lot like Eleanor Twitty from Ghostbusters?
So yeah, that was the
Librarian
poltergeist's thing. Next, 4 specters will reveal themselves around the room.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so our two poltergeists have different stat lines than specters.
No, a poltergeist is the same stat block as a specter, but actually I don't think it has the same stat block, but it has the same token.
Yeah.
Whatever. Point is,
Yeah, poltergeist-
specters.
Poltergeist is basically a butler. Disadvantage, protection from evil and good.
I'm aware.
You just we've been
Specters
forgetting
will
about
attack.
that. So
One will attack Helios, one will attack Vladimir, one will attack Dragomir, and one will attack Mordenkainen.
oh, lovely.
Oh, we can't have Mordenkainen die. He's our spellcaster.
He's the wizard.
Fine.
Okay.
Morton
So-
Kanan cast teleport.
Against
Oh.
Helios, that is a 24 to hit.
With disadvantage?
One of them was a nat 20, and there's that rule of 20s a disadvantage.
Yeah.
It just won't be a critical hit.
Yeah.
So that will hit Helios. Helios needs to make a con save
a con save.
and takes 10 necrotic damage.
Let's see here. Vlad, your aura protection is +4.
Yes.
Lovely. That's a +13 to con saves.
Yeah. Hit point maximum is not reduced, so then Mordenkainen.
That was how much necrotic?
10.
That was 10. Okay.
Mordenkainen, who does not have the protection from evil and good, it will hit Mordenkainen. So it will reduce his hit points by 10, and he will make a con save. He is not particularly good at those, but he does have aura protection.
He's going
right
to
now.
die.
He's not going to die, but he does have his hit point maximum reduced.
I mean, he's a wizard. I don't expect him to have too many hit points.
Attack against Vladimir. That's a nat 1, so you get a card.
Sick.
Another one. I just guard one again.
And then
Yeah.
against Dragomir. That's a 12, so I assume that doesn't hit.
I'll
Yes.
just get rid of this one.
Okay.
I think even if I take off all my armor,
And
I'd
then
still beat it.
a wraith will reveal itself in the middle of the room.
Oh, joy.
which will attack Vladimir. So the Wraith. I don't have the Wraith stat block pulled up because I'm a dingling. Come on, monsters. Come on, D&D Beyond's being slow, because of course it is. There we go. Wraith. Okay. Just a second, sorry.
I forgot to roll that con save with advantage.
Plus 6.
It doesn't matter, though.
That's a 10 to hit, so I assume that doesn't hit. Because you have 17 AC, so.
Yep.
Alright, now Strahd is going to move. He's going to move to here.
Get bodied.
So
all that was on
first
Strahd's turn,
he
but
is
wasn't
going to
Strahd.
make an unarmed strike against Dragomir.
Alright.
Whoops.
Freaking slap me.
You talk smack to me in my presence.
That's
Good speech,
a
though.
27 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, you are grappled.
Oh no, he ain't gonna Kalani this guy, is he?
He is not. He is then going to use he's going to use his bite attack on Dragomir.
Alright.
Oh, Dragomir, you're about to turn from a vampire to a vampire.
That's a 22 to hit.
Does meat beat for attacker?
Meat beats for an attacker. Your AC is 22.
Yes.
Wow, we have,
Jeez.
you have better AC than me. Wow.
Okay. So yes, he does hit. So you will take 14 piercing damage. And you will also take 24 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by the same amount.
I would like to reduce that by half.
Okay. So you can reduce, so it's 7 and 12. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 12 until you finish a long rest. And if Strahd had any hit points lost, he would regain them.
However, he went first, so
yeah.
Joke's on him.
He is then going to use his Vampiric Touch on Vladimir.
Like the spell Vampiric Touch?
It's a special action he has. That's 26 to hit. So Vladimir.
Duelist can save me.
Wait a second.
Vladimir, you take 24 necrotic damage.
Ooh. I just got a brilliant idea, guys.
All right.
That's the end of Strahd's turn. So Dragomir. Yes, 24. So your turn. You cast Hunter's Mark on him immediately.
And I don't know if I'm allowed to break out as a bonus action.
No, because it would need to be your action to escape a grapple.
Okay.
Actually, since you're a rogue, I'll let you do it as a bonus action.
All right.
Or attempt it as a bonus action, I should say. So, acrobatics or athletics check.
Obviously, acrobatics.
I mean, I would have given him bonus points for that speech too.
Yes. 18.
No, that does not do it.
Lucky number 1.
Okay. That does do it. It does do it, just about. So you are able to escape his grapple. You are no longer grappled by Strahd.
But you're in a bit of a sticky...
There's both my action and bonus action. Wait. I'd also like to use... Since it's up to 3 things, I guess Strahd... This poltergeist that's right there, and I don't know, I guess this
wraith, maybe? Yeah.
It's actually a specter directly beneath you. The poltergeist is the one over here.
Spectre. Yeah, the poltergeist is
I'm going to put an icon on it so that you know that that's the one with the sun sword. And on the wraith, okay. Okay, Marie.
He's got a wrench.
Okay. I'm I'm gonna move right
What
here,
do you?
and then I'm going to Misty Step over here.
Okay.
All the way over, and then I am going to Eldritch Blast the shit out of this poltergeist.
Get your sword back.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
So
Good
make an
girl.
attack roll at disadvantage because it is still invisible. Because it's a poltergeist. You can see the sword, but you can't see like where the
Well,
poltergeist
it's
is
basically
in
just a
relation to the
sword
sword.
floating in. So it's
Okay.
basically just a sword floating in midair, or the sword hilt rather. Is that basically what it looks like?
Yeah.
Sword hilt floating in midair.
Oh, come
that's
on!
that's
Come
funny.
on!
That's a nat
You
20.
do get the nat 20. You just don't get the natural effect of the nat 20. So
You-
yeah, it's 29 to hit. So you do hit
Nat
it.
20 with no crit.
Okay.
Hits no crit.
Dang
So
nabbit.
go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. And then next one. Another.
Okay. So yeah, that'll also hit. So roll damage again.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So the poltergeist is dead, but I'm gonna leave it there so that you guys can see that. You guys can see
Sword.
where the sword is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Aye.
And then I get 14 or 13 points of back. Oh, 15 temp HP.
Okay.
Sick. That's
Anything
all.
Oh, I
else?
forgot to use the activate charm.
No,
All right.
that's all.
All done.
Yeah.
Okay, bonus action, Platinum Protector. Does it take any action to activate the charm?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, activate Charm of Heroism.
Okay.
Temp HP. Done. And are all the specters invisible, or are they visible?
The specters are visible. The poltergeist was the only thing that was invisible.
Well. Chop the sword on this guy.
Okay.
Would you look at
20
that? Helios is.
Hello.
Would you look at that, Aldan? I see. I see some
You
fireball
just noticed
formation
that? I
stuff right
noticed
here.
that a while ago. I was like, ooh.
Yes, that will hit.
So that's
I
what
was,
my
I was looking at
noise was.
Marie, and then I was like,
Close.
oh,
Happened.
look at that fireball formation.
Oh, I forgot to add the D. I assume 29 hits.
Yeah, 29 hits.
That's not. I'm re-rolling one of those. 1, 4. Boom. Ah!
Okay. The specter is still just
19
barely
natural
alive.
And reaction attack. Helios is going to maul this one.
Okay.
This just will be a regular claw attack.
Okay.
Plus 11. 20 plus 11. Non-natural 20.
Okay. Yeah.
20. No, not D20. 2d6 plus 7. Boom.
Okay.
Wow. That is 12 slashing.
All
Magical
right.
if that's important.
Yeah, it is, but I assume you guys all have magical damage, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Yep.
Morton Kanan's turn.
Mhm.
He is going to give inspiration to Vladimir. That's what he's going to use his action for because that's a thing he can do.
I do not remember how inspiration works. It's
You
been a
can
while.
use it
Reroll
once
any
to
D20.
reroll something.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an icon that says you have inspiration.
Damn, you're
Is it
inspired.
blood or something? Inspired.
inspired.
And he doesn't have any bonus action spells as far as I can tell. So... Oh, he does have Misty Step, but he's not going to use it. Vladimir.
I didn't realize I went behind Helios.
Yeah, no, Helios is
Or
the very
before
last.
Helios. I see.
Start fighting the big guy. That's all I can say.
You want me to start unleashing hell upon the big guy?
Yeah, I think the rest of us can take the minions.
All right.
Don't forget, activate your charms. You get to 10 temp HP, and more importantly, bless.
Yeah.
Plus, stat, plus X.
Bless adds a D4 to any attack roll or saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so... Ow. Ow. Sorry, had to crack my neck. So, in light of Dragomir's epic speech, Vladimir turns to Strahd and is just, I don't know about all this vengeful or heroic nonsense. All I know is that there comes a point where all you monsters make the same damn mistake. After all this pain and torture you cause, you fail to account for one thing. That eventually, it's not going to be about what's right or wrong. It's the fact that you've managed to piss every single one around you off. And it's... So know that when I say this, I don't say it for justice or for anything noble. I say it because everyone is just done with you being here. So all I have left to say to you is, and hang on, let me get my attack roll ready. That is...
McRib.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, hang on. And that is... Be gone, monster! You don't belong in this world!
That'll hit.
Yes, I assumed
I
it
would
did.
hope so. I mean, that'll hit the Tarrasque.
Yeah. Anyways, let's give that a level 3 smote.
Okay. How many of those do you have? I don't know if you have more than one of those, so I'm just checking.
I have more than one.
Okay.
I'm just using one for now.
Okay.
But
fair enough. So that'll
Yeah,
get you an extra what?
He's
5d8?
dead, so
Yeah, an
it's
extra 5d8.
3d8 first. Oh, yep, 5.
okay.
5d8.
Wait, 5d8 plus
Additional
the 1d10.
damage.
Plus the
Plus all
standard
your
damage
normal
you'd already get.
Yeah.
Your usual damage, the damage from the smite alone is 5d8.
God, I wrote that down somewhere. I know I did. Where's the
High-level
damage roll?
divine smite against undead and fiends is just piles of
It was
dice.
just an additional d8 to undead, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so the divine smite for Strahd is 5d8 at 3rd level.
He's asking about the vampire killer.
Vampire
which is an
killer
additional
stuff,
D8.
I don't know.
Yeah. So that would be 68 total.
Yes.
That's yes.
All right.
Plus
D10 plus
Yep,
your
plus
strength mod plus 2.
Plus my good old...
It's a D10
Not-
plus 68
Oh
plus
yeah,
strength
it's a
plus
7
2.
because of the plus 2 whip. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Really?
You didn't roll your D8s.
And then I use 68.
Right. Hang on. Yeah, no, I missed something.
You missed
68
all
what
the
you
D8s.
You want me
missed
to just
the pile
re-roll
of
that
dice.
entirely?
Yes.
All right.
1d10
enough.
plus
Let me just-
68 plus 7.
There we go. That's
go.
more like it.
Okay.
I'll take those 2 1s as consolation.
And hey, you didn't do any less damage on the D10. It's the exact same.
Here, let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Dice have spoken.
Yeah, the dice have spoken. They wanted me to whip his ass.
There you go.
Oh, hey, we now
that's
actually have a
the
damage
hell
bar.
Ah, there he is.
You can't see a number on that,
Number
right?
on.
No.
No number,
Okay,
just
good.
No. Just the
the
gray
usual
bar.
blank bar with green.
Yeah. All I can see is, man, I did a number on him. Granted, that's like 1/10 of his health, but damn.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
so tiny.
That was your
It's
first
so
attack.
much.
Oh, yes, that's right. I get 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
I was so
Wait,
focused on everything else that I had completely foregone.
You could add a D4.
You need to add a D4 to that.
Really?
With
Why?
less.
Because you're
Bless.
Oh,
blessed.
yeah,
from
with
the
bless.
charm.
Okay, and a 21 would hit? Or 22.
You need to add a D4.
Oh, right.
Not add
Sorry.
4, add a D4.
Sorry.
Just 1D4.
I rolled.
Not a 34.
Yeah.
Not a D3.
What the hell? I apparently
Roll
hit
20.
3. All right, there we go.
Wow.
No, that will not hit.
18.
All right, fair enough. I got some fury points from my bonus
You got
action.
You got 1 fury point from your attack.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, hang on. Just for the sake of being petty, I definitely need to use.
Like, don't try and bite him. No, please.
I add 1d6 to his damage.
Okay.
That's better than biting.
No,
You wouldn't
I'm
be
not-
you wouldn't be able to because you wouldn't have the fury point when you used that attack.
Oh, yeah. Also, I don't think his bite
What?
has reach.
Yeah.
You have to have the
Yeah,
fury point before you attack in order to be able to use that feature.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes.
Not use the fury points I got from the attack.
No.
Oh, well, never mind. I guess I don't use that then.
Mm-hmm. Save it for next round.
Yep. Nope. That's my next round. Okay, and that's all I can do. Helios, would you mind dealing with the trouble up top?
Oh, I'm about to unleash whole divine radiance on all these fools.
Would you mind
Make the
dealing with?
charm. And now,
I think I have some gnats biting at my cape.
I'm just going to breathe holy lights like that. They all need to make saves.
Okay.
Dexterity saves. This is radiant damage. And why by 60
Strahd
foot,
has
so
a
I'll
thing
make
where
it-
he can use his reaction to just avoid damage, so he's going to do that.
Okay, well, it'll be this row and this row, because it's 10 feet wide.
Okay.
These 2 rows.
Okay.
He's like me.
Not the
but
one
he's
directly
twice
above
as
him,
good
though,
at
because
it.
obviously there's no way to angle it there, so... Yeah.
I'll go ahead and roll them.
So, dexterity saves.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3.
86.
The Wraith fails.
Good, because that sounds like a pain.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spectre also fails.
Ooh.
And it doesn't matter if Strahd fails or not, because he's not taking any damage regardless. So the Wraith takes some damage, the Spectre dies.
22 radiant damage.
How bad's the wraith looking?
The Wraith took about a third of its health.
Nice. Lovely.
So if you
Okay.
wouldn't mind.
Do I want him to move? Nah.
Oh, this is perfect.
Actually, yes, I will move him. To up here, rotate him around. So we have flanking on that wraith. Well, I have flanking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Strahd's turn now. Top of the round, lair actions come into effect.
He's gonna be none too happy about me.
Lair actions
I know they normally happen
at
at 20, but I'm going to have them happen at the top of the round.
Okay, fair enough.
Marie, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, come on, not me again. Charisma.
You look
really
really
does.
fabulous.
Am I gonna be charmed?
No.
Okay. Das 9 ist. Eh?
No. Not quite.
No?
Nope.
Ugh.
Your shadow becomes an undead creature that attacks you.
Come on.
It's just such a cheap move.
So first we're gonna do for the undead's attacks. So the shadow moves on the same initiative count as Strahd. So the shadow, that's a 23. Oh wait, no, you have protection from evil and good. That's a 13 to hit.
Oh, that does not hit.
All right.
What is this,
Spectre
Peter Pan
attack
rule?
on
Hates me,
Helios.
What's wrong with me?
That's not gonna hit. That's a
Fine.
5 to hit with a nat 1. So
Yeah, no.
yeah,
No,
discard
no,
a card,
no,
Brad.
Let's hear. D8 to attack roll or saving throw. D8 to no skill or attack roll, saving throw. I'm going to discard one of the attack roll cards because I think saving throws are going to be more important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attack on Aldon, which is a 13 to hit. Attack on
not my long shot.
Dragomir, which is a 14 to hit. And an attack to Helios from the Wraith,
Okay.
which is a 7 to hit, so no.
Yeah, no.
Strahd's going
My
to move
long
up
shot.
to Vladimir.
Oh dear.
Are you going to get whipped?
He's
Taller
going to
than I
make...
remember.
First he's going
Is
to
it
make
just me, or
one
did you-
vampiric touch attack against Dragomir, so that he doesn't focus all of them on Vladimir, but he will focus a lot of them on Vladimir.
It's just
So Dragomir...
Bloody hell, are you taller? Did you get taller?
He currently has flanking.
Wearing new shoes.
No, that's a nat 20 Dragomir.
He's wearing like Demonas or something.
Whatever
really,
it is,
like,
that would boost you by half.
You will take an injury from this as well.
Ooh.
I will have it.
Boy.
I'll have it for you, because it's going to be a big number. Oh boy. You take a total after halving of 26 damage, and let me roll for an injury. Oh yeah, and you're grappled too.
He wasn't already grappled?
No, he escaped the grapple, but he's also grappled because a medium or smaller creature is grappled by the Vampiric Touch attack. And the reason it didn't do it on Vladimir is because you're immune to conditions imposed by Fiend, Shape Changers, and Undead, and grappled is a condition. So, injuries.
Oh.
That's really funny.
Okay then, man.
Okay, it's literally the least bad injury. You get necrotic discoloration. You get white and gray spots on your cheeks. The spots don't have any adverse effect. Magical healing of 6th level or higher removes the spots.
Wait, but my skin's already white.
Yeah, so basically nothing happens. Now, the other two vampiric touches are directed at Vladimir. Oh, whoops, I realized I messed that up. Oh, well. So, to hit disadvantage, a 21 with the first one. With defensive duelist, that would only meet, so you are going to take that hit.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to bother
on the second attack, that's a 27.
Don't we have flanking on Strahd now?
Helios does, you do not.
Because I was going to say, if defensive duelist wasn't doing anything, I was going to sentinel his ass.
You can still sentinel him because he attacked. He attacked Dragomir.
Oh, yeah, no, I can do that. So I'm going to sentinel.
You don't have to be flanking to get sentinel.
Okay.
Mm.
So I'm going to sentinel his.
Yeah, that'll hit.
No smite right now because I don't think I can smite on a.
You can smite on a reaction attack.
You can smite on any attack. You just choose after the attack hits whether or not you're going to smite.
Well, but you can't smite on a smite.
Yeah, if you have a smite spell like Steering Smite or Thunder
Smite. No, you can smite on those too.
Oh, lovely. You can just... So Divine Smite is just... You hit with an attack. Do you want to Divine Smite, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Which level was Divine Smite?
Oh,
Divine Smite is any spell level. So you pick a spell slot and you sacrifice it for a Divine Smite.
Wait, but I can't... Wait, can I cast one of those?
A smite spell is different from Divine Smite. Divine Smite is just you hit with an attack, so you choose to expend a spell slot of any level that you have to do a whole bunch of radiant damage. So pick one of your spell slots, first, second, or third, because you don't have 4th level spell slot. If you want to Divine Smite.
I'll just go with 4. Or
with
my 1.
Okay. So that'll be another 3d8 added on to what you already get, so 4d8 total. Okay. I'm about to roll the total amount of damage that you're gonna take here. So
Yeah.
this is gonna hurt.
I'm going to reduce it by a d6 plus 5.
Okay, do that, and I'll reduce it. I'll tell him how much.
9.
You take a total of 40 damage.
Oh.
Jeez, bro.
He is in love with me.
And Strahd regains hit points
Gosh.
because that attack causes him to regain hit points.
He regains hit points even with being struck by a vampire killer?
Yeah. That is not considered
Oh, dear.
regeneration. That's just a thing he gets.
Yeah, that's just healing.
That's just the oh.
Yeah,
Dear
regeneration
goodness.
will absolutely... He doesn't
Not
get to
happen.
regenerate, where he would regenerate 30 hit points at the start of each of his turns.
Oh dear, yes. Vladimir, don't you ever miss.
And that is
Otherwise, we're
the
gonna
end of
be
his turn.
Great.
So, Dragomir, your turn.
Alright. I'm going to.
Oh yeah, and since you got attacked... Oh wait, no, it doesn't require concentration. Never mind.
Alright.
Continue.
Okay. I'm going to disengage this fellow and move over here.
Okay.
Aha!
You are grappled, currently.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I'll roll to get out of it.
Okay.
Do 20 plus.
It occurred to me the hilarity that I was the character who grappled bosses all the time last round, and now that we're in the big climactic fight, the boss can't grapple me.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that doesn't succeed.
No, an 18 does not do it.
Is this a saving throw?
This is an ability check.
A skill check.
Yes, skill check works as well.
Alright, I will use one critical dart.
Okay.
To reroll my skill check.
Alright, go for it.
Roll D20 plus 9.
That will just barely do it.
Alright.
The DC on that is 22, yeah.
Move. Okay, I will then move right here.
Okay. Still going to disengage from the Spectre or not?
Yes.
Okay. I
am then going to slap Strahd with big damage.
You would have had to either use you would have had to use both your action and bonus action to disengage and break free.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to disengage. I'll just slap this hoe really hard.
Okay.
1d20 plus. I'm trying to think. 12.
Have you activated your charm?
I'll activate my charm. There we go.
It doesn't matter. You would hit even without that. So.
It was like 10 HP and blessed.
So roll damage.
All right.
Which would be a lot of damage, I'm aware, but I just don't know if necessarily.
1d8 plus 76 plus.
Ouch.
10 because it's an undead. 38 points of
gone. Completely gone.
Okay. I'm still gonna move over.
Yeah. So you give Vladimir flanking.
Yes.
All right. And that's the end of your turn. So Marie.
Okay. All right.
There's a shadow and it wants to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my own freaking shadow wants to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Trust no one.
Not even yourself. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna slap my shadow
Cheeks
with
together.
some Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
And that is force damage right now because you don't have the sword. So.
Yep.
Okay, it is still alive.
Oh my gosh, die already.
That will also hit, and that will finish it off. However, when you kill it, your natural shadow does not return.
Oh, wow, great. Another good thing that happens in my life.
And
you
anything
have no
else?
shadow anymore. Jerry is your only friend.
Run over and get your sword.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna
Get
scoot
the
you over.
sword.
So dog.
I'm getting my sword, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Get
Then I'm
up
gonna
your
run over
sword.
and spit on. I'm gonna spit on the poltergeist if it's still there.
There's nothing left. It discorporeated.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna spit on it.
Okay.
Unless there's active.
Are you going to activate your sword as a bonus action?
Yes.
The aura will revert to its original size, which is 15 feet. You can increase it by 5 feet as an action. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an action.
Yeah. So that's
I'll
the
be
aura
fine.
right now. Hold on.
Okay, let's deal with this fool.
Actually,
Second.
first, Strahd is going to take a legendary action.
Of course he is.
I.
He is going to cast Eye Bite on Marie.
Cast what?
So Marie needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Leave the girl alone.
Why means
I'm
leave
sorry,
me alone?
Mary.
I'm related to you, man.
Wait, he cast what?
Eye Bite.
I can't hear you. You're cutting in and out.
Eye Bite.
I bite.
I
Yes.
bite. Yeah.
Ah,
Wisdom.
okay.
Yes.
Marie, I'm sorry to tell you, but he killed his brother.
I
Hmm.
know. I know.
I'm your
Anything you need.
niece. I didn't know he had children.
You're like, why are you attacking me? We're family. He's like, exactly.
Like, honestly, I just
Why
I
does
can't help.
everybody in my family, just anybody, try to kill me?
I just kind of imagine that he's like that you're like, don't attack me. We're family. My brother had kids.
Oh
Huh.
my gosh, why does nothing go right in Marie's life, man?
He really doesn't
Hey,
want you to want that sword to come near him. So
Yeah.
Also, he
Well,
doesn't
you
want you
shouldn't
inheriting
have.
the castle.
Yeah, you shouldn't have put it in your brother's. Yeah, whatever. Suck my dick. Wait,
add a
what are my cards
d4.
again? D4. Okay.
Add a d4, yeah.
Yeah. Das ist.
Check.
Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Okay, and what cards do I have?
And real quick, let me check protection from evil and good, because you might get advantage on this save.
Please.
You
I'm
do.
just gonna pull up that
Oh wait,
stuff.
no,
Ooh.
you don't just get advantage on this save. You just
Really?
can't be
Pass.
targeted by this feature. Never mind. He does not cast
Oh,
Eye Bite.
Stick.
Finally, something goes right for Marie.
Because you can't be frightened by him, so he does not cast Eye Bite.
I'm just gonna
Instead,
yell "suck my dick" to him.
But you don't have. Never mind.
he will cast Chill Touch on you.
Don't test me.
He still casts a spell on you. It's just not Eye Bite. So,
No, I was meaning Strahd.
Chill Touch is a very, very.
But you don't have. Never mind.
I know it's not a very good spell, but it's something.
Well, it's not that it's a very good spell. It's just that it's a very
Situational spell.
What is it? No, not situational. I'm trying to figure out the right word. Deceiving. We're going to use deceiving because spring stuff. It's not chilling you at all. It's just a skeleton hand that tries to choke you.
All right, that's an 18 to hit. I assume an 18 hits.
Who?
Marie,
Marie,
What?
you're
Wait.
being
18?
choked.
18 to hit.
Oh. Yes, that does.
Outright strangulation.
All right, you take 21 necrotic damage, and you can't regain hit points until the start of Strahd's next turn.
Ooh.
I got my wish granted, I guess.
Aldon, it is your turn now.
Okay, now time to end this.
It's not your daddy choking you. It's your
It
uncle.
is not time to end this. It's been a long time, to be honest.
That's not better.
That's not better at all.
I don't think it's worse.
Okay.
26.
I
I
mean-
don't think I need to add the D4.
26 hits
4d4.
regardless of the D4. You kill it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I need to add the D4. 7.
Hey, Alton, get over here. You need to take.
You didn't need to roll, you killed it. It had 3 hit points left.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just doing sword damage, so chop chop. And then reaction attack from Helios. Attack the last remaining specter.
Okay.
Or d20 plus d4 plus 11. Boom.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Non-natural 20. Or 2d6 plus 7. That's another 16 slashing
That one
damage.
is also dead.
And then I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay. All right. You will have flanking on everything. So yeah, Mordenkainen. Mordenkainen is going to attempt to cast Banishment on the on the Wraith, I mean, and just get rid of it.
Oh.
Forgot that thing was there.
So
I did
that's a
too.
Charisma save.
I was sort of ganging up, surrounding it to just deal with it, while Vladimir and Dragomir keep wailing on Strahd.
It fails miserably. It vanishes.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you, it went back to the Shadowfell. It's not going to be coming back.
Hey!
I mean, technically, we're on the Shadowfell right now. We're on a pocket dimension in the Shadowfell, but whatever.
It went
Vladimir.
to like
But we're in a pocket
Main Street Shadowfell.
Oh,
You know what time it is, guys? Time for us to gang up on this fool.
yeah, it is time for us to introduce some damage. Also, I'm not looking too hot, and my die rolled a 1, guys. I'm hissing.
Mind you do have inspiration to reroll any d20 roll.
You didn't roll your
I
attack
haven't-
roll yet.
Yeah,
You haven't rolled anything.
He's referring to his bite die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm referring to my bite die, my blood red D4 rolled a 1.
You can take a bonus action before you take your action, just so you know.
Don't you do it. Don't you dare bite that fool.
No. Let's see how well I do against him first. Problem is, I am exactly at half health.
Oh,
Ooh.
rip.
Yeah.
Your wounds
Oh
have
man, I
range.
am so sorry for you. I bet like
Yeah, no. Surely no one else is worse off than me.
No, I'm not.
Dragomir bleeding out in the corner.
I'm fine, actually. I'm surprised.
Okay.
I do have those healing potions. You come grab
You
one
have
from
advantage
me.
currently, because Dragomir is...
Yes.
Yeah, you have flanking.
And if you ever
You're flanking
die, I
from
can just slap you.
Dragomir.
You get to add a
Does-
d4.
Spare the die.
Oh
And,
yes.
yeah, and you,
To just roll a d4. That will hit.
All right. Let's dish out another one of them smites.
Okay.
Level 1
Which
again.
one?
Okay.
Level 1. That's a bonus 3d8.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the plus 4, so it's
So
yep.
here.
I already have it. I have it ready.
Okay.
Give him some of that.
Yep. Strahd don't like that much. Second attack.
He's about to like me less.
You have 2 fury points. Second attack.
Yup.
If you're going to bite him, do it when he's at next to no health.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. Because if I do that, I straight up devour him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good news for me because I'll be no longer at half health, but bad news for everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when we get on the dragon and run.
Very bad news for everyone else. Yeah, a 28 hits, but roll to see if you crit. You do not. You still hit.
No.
Man.
No.
Okay, roll damage.
Train.
You have
Roll to
3.
see if
Lot
you-
has arrived.
Rolled, and it's just an additional D8 with each smite, right?
Yes.
With each level, right?
Yes. And
Yes,
you now
so
have
it
3 fury
starts off at
points.
3, and you get
Okay.
yeah. So it starts off with 3, and then each additional spell slot level adds an extra one. to a
Well, I'm
max of
using a
6.
second level this time, so it'd be
So that's
plus 4.
4 plus 4d8 for a total of 5.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, Strahd is
You're
not
just
happy with you,
steadily
obviously.
hacking away.
I imagine he isn't.
Okay.
That's
I don't
that's
think we're
3
anywhere
fury points.
close to killing him though.
What's
It's
next?
just that he's going to gain health.
That's 3 fury
I
points.
just need to get closer.
I'm still clasping to some of my sanity. I'm definitely hissy biting at him. So let's just throw a D6 on that.
Okay.
let's just throw a d6 on.
So you will
on
only
that
have
for
2
now.
fury points then, because you wouldn't generate any fury points. So no, you're down to 1 fury point now.
What?
Because you expend a
You're at
fury
1
point to
fury
use
point.
calculated attack, and when you use calculated attack, you don't generate any fury points.
Ah, okay. So that means I still dangerously have 1 bite attack available.
Yes, you still have your bonus action. Do you want to use it for anything?
Don't do it.
It rolled a 1.
I did roll a 1. I did. You know what? You're right, John. I
Do
need
it.
to abide my own rules. Oh God.
Don't do it. Don't
Oh
do it.
God. Let
Oh.
me read the
Don't do it.
rules. I need to read the rules. Okay. Immediately take a bite.
Quick question while he's reading that. I assume. Wait. No, I assume. Would Strahd take damage if he tries to bite me?
No. He just wouldn't
I'm just
regain it.
curious.
He just wouldn't make you a vampire if he tried to bite you.
Okay.
Okay.
You're just naturally immune to the curse. Is all that it does.
Okay. It's not like he would take radiant damage from my blood or anything like
No.
that.
Which would have been
Okay.
hilarious. It's like,
He goes by me. Ah, burns! It burns! I'm like,
okay. It was like eating battery acid. Yeah. Okay. So plus my strength or dex. Okay.
You know, the
so
advantage.
okay.
being
Yeah.
used to
So it's
curse.
just my. So from what I can tell, yeah, it's just a standard attack roll, but without my fancy stuff going on. So
Yep.
it's.
But you still have the benefits of bliss.
Yes.
Oh no. Miss.
Yeah, that is-
Hit. You have advantage.
No!
Yep.
Oh boy.
So roll the base damage
boy.
first, and then it does additional necrotic damage,
Yeah.
which he
I
is
just
immune
need to
to,
double
so he
check.
does not take any necrotic
Oh yeah,
damage.
it is a 1d4, which is exactly why I chose that. Or wait, it was 1d4 plus
Plus your strength
okay.
modifier.
Yep. So
That is still, you do still drink stuff, but he just doesn't take any damage from being drank because he's a.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, do I heals?
What?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
you'll
my
get some
gosh.
heals for it.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Yeah.
But
You
yours-
Oh,
regain
Dracula.
10 hit points.
okay.
Wait. He just bit Strahd. Does that not advance the curse?
I think he has to kill him.
We'll
That's
see
about
how
to
the
say
we'll see what he chooses at the end of the
Oh my
session based on how
So
many
I
bites he
I
made.
thought it was just.
Oh my god.
I thought it was just
pretty
if you
sure
ever at any point in time
We'll
bite
see.
Strahd,
We'll
then
see.
you
I'm pretty
Depending on how many bites he's made at the end of the session.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's
Okay.
a combination of. I think it depends entirely on how much of him I drank. Like if it's considered getting a full course meal of Strahd.
So you get
So I thought it was
you
if
are
then,
still
if
sitting
you
at 1
bite
fury
Strahd,
point because a bite
then you
does
become a
generate a fury
vampire.
point.
Oh yeah. So, oh boy.
Self-sustaining that way.
Helios.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's...
You know what? I'm
wait,
gonna
wait,
continue this
wait.
biting trend. Wait, okay. Wait.
Necrotic damage. Strahd needs to make a con save.
Immune.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, he is?
He's immune to the necrotic damage, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Good to know.
Mhm.
Helios.
You know, I'm gonna keep with this biting trend, but I'm immune to the curse, so unlike the rest of you.
Hey, me and Helios are buddies. We're
Chomp,
eating the same
chomp.
dish. We're eating the same
Chomp,
dinner.
chomp, advantage.
We're sharing a meal.
Obviously, that'll hit.
Why didn't? Okay, slash R. Are you ready for this? 2d6 plus 3d6. No, not 32d6. That would be great, but OP is plus 7. Oh,
Okay.
25.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, guys, look at that. We're getting half health.
We're almost there.
Well, half health,
Halfway
not really
there.
half health.
Vladimir will use a legendary action to make a
Looking
vampiric
back
touch
now.
attack against Helios.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I'm gonna stand
Vladimir will?
away.
No, Strahd, I mean, not Vladimir.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'll be like, Vladimir,
used-
I thought we were friends.
yeah, no, we're friends. We're sharing the same meal.
That's a 35 to hit.
Oh no,
It's
just does
advantage for
that hit?
protection.
So,
Oh wait, he
real
ignores
question:
protection.
what
Healing
would
good.
that hit?
Oh yeah, he does. In that case, that's a 27 to hit. Sorry.
Oh no, just that hit.
Hits.
Still hits,
That's
but you
still a
know.
hit.
But it's not a freaking.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna reduce this.
What wouldn't that hit?
D6 plus 5. I'm gonna reduce it by 7.
All right. Helios
It
takes a
wouldn't hit
total
some
of
the
17
numbers
damage.
that works.
17 necrotic damage.
17.
And of course, Strahd regains hit points because it was Vampiric Touch.
Do I need to make a save?
No.
Okay. I was like, I have advantage on that with a plus 12.
And now it is Strahd's
No.
turn.
Plus 13.
He's none too happy with me, I bet.
No, he is not.
I did like 80 damage to him.
Yeah, so let's see here. What's he
Most of
gonna
that
do?
is me.
You know what? Let's include let's have him do his big hit. He's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
use Soul Drain on you, which is his entire action. So yeah,
Gonna use what?
Soul Drain on Vladimir.
Oh gosh.
That's a 21 to hit.
I wish I could give you my AC, but at the same time,
So even with, I will allow
Defense-
you to use Inspiration to have him re-roll that if you want to.
Well, actually, I don't need to do that.
Defensive Duelist would meet. It would not beat.
What about that?
What about what?
I just dropped out a critical
Oh,
card.
re-roll it. Okay.
Yeah. It's literally no. Screw you, reroll.
No, still a
Yes,
21 to hit.
advantage protection from evil.
What? He
Wait, is it
rerolled a 21? Are you kidding me?
No, he actually got higher than a 21, but I'm going to give you the lower one.
Oh gosh.
Disadvantage.
He does have a plus
than
15 to hit.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. That's right because of the
Yeah. Oh my
he's a-
god, that is funny. That
is hilarious.
I just threw that card away. Okay.
Hey, it happens.
Anything
can
else?
Can I still use that inspiration?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Nope, still going to get a 21 to hit.
These dice.
Strahd has a birthday present for me, guys. It's a friggin' it's friggin' whatever damage this is.
Happy
Well,
birthday.
So make a Constitution saving throw,
All right.
Don't forget you
and you're
add
going to take
your-
damage
your
regardless. But
Yeah.
And don't forget to add bless. So you add a d4 plus your
Plus my
con save modifier. And in case that's not already included, also don't forget your aura protection plus 4.
yes,
Oh,
Some character sheets include that, some don't.
this is a pretty high DC, so
Are paladins proficient with con saves?
that will still do it. You succeed. So
Look at that, I take half.
no, you do not take half. You still take full damage, but he doesn't regain any hit points, and your hit point maximum is reduced.
Oh, well, that's still good.
Mm-hmm.
You still take 37 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Ow.
Are you still alive? Like,
Hang on, let me see. So that was 37, you said?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're still standing, but
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
What are you
Are you
at?
sure?
what are you at?
What are you at?
37.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, you're
I'm
fine.
gonna do something about that.
Good. I'm good. I'm back to
You'll
level
live.
1. I'm back to level 3 numbers.
Oh yeah,
But
top
I'm
of the
good.
round
Yeah,
lair
you'll
action.
live.
I forgot about the lair action. He gets a lair action too.
What's he gonna play with this time?
Oh my gosh. Please don't target me again.
He's not going to target you.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's me he's pissed off with.
I know, but
Yeah, so Marie, you need to come over here and stab him with the sword. Dragomir
know.
keeps stabbing him.
Give him
I
some.
will go over and use the cure wounds from the Icon of Ravenloft on Vladimir. Maybe force the health potion down
All
his
the doors
throat.
slam shut.
What?
well, we're going to be needing a couple of potions.
If he dies,
Over.
I could just cast Revive Fire.
All the doors slam shut. That's what happens for his
Oh.
lair action.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
Dragomir.
Yay.
Spooky.
So intimidating.
Just in case you guys were
Alright,
thinking of escaping, all the doors slam shut. So
We came here to kill him. We ain't escaping, man.
I think we all made it pretty clear that we plan that it's do or die night.
I know.
Is the only way to get
He's
off
just
the
making
semi-plane?
sure.
Yeah.
Is the
Alright.
only way to get off the semi-plane is to kill him? Or to just convince him to let us go?
Yeah.
Somehow.
That'll be a 21 to hit.
Yes, a 21 does hit.
Alright.
You
Just
forget to
making
add
sure.
your D4.
Oh well,
I mean,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
It doesn't matter,
Alright.
but you forget to add.
Okay, so. Alright, so that'll be 1d8 plus 9d6. Wait,
This is
I
the
just
first
put
time you're
9d6.
attacking him.
Yes. Plus, I assume he's still undead, right?
Yes, he is still an
Right.
undead. He is a
Okay, so I
vampire.
He has
still
a-
get plus 2 to damage
undead
rolls, so. So
Strahd
it's
is
a plus.
no longer an undead. What the hell happened?
Actually, hold up.
Wait, if he did that, I'd be like, great, so we don't have to kill him anymore because he's unvampired himself?
Hold on, what was the name of that ability?
Wait, you can do that? Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Wait, what? You
Okay,
mean he's just a count now? Chop, chop, he's dead.
give me a second.
That'd be the weirdest ability in D&D.
That would.
Just okay, on a bonus action on your turn, you can just no longer be a vampire.
Alright,
The curse of vampirism. That's
If only.
I'm going to waste a D6 that he's going because I'm finally going to use Vicious Wound for once in this campaign to see.
Alright,
to
con
see what I
save.
can. Oh, he succeeds.
I don't know if he succeeds yet.
Alright.
A dirty 20, does that succeed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Oof.
Okay, so hold up. I will take the 48 damage as a mixture of slashing and radiant.
Yeah, that's not something he likes at all. Not in the slightest.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to disengage and move all the way over you.
Okay.
Go away.
He is going to use a legendary action.
Oh no.
This is not going to kill Vladimir, but it is going to deal damage to everyone. Everyone needs to make dexterity saving throws.
A dex save, you say? Well,
Rolling
you say?
1d20
D20 plus
I were
4 plus 5 plus 5 plus.
Do we all still
Vladimir-
get the +4 for my special stuff I've been getting?
Helios and Aldan do,
Me.
Yeah.
and Mordenkainen
Yeah.
does.
Okay,
I
this
know.
is Aldan. That's a 25. And because it's a save and Helios can see me, he has advantage. Oh, that is. Oh, good thing. It's like
Mordenkainen fails.
D20 plus D4 plus 2 plus 4. Enter. Enter. Does a nat 20
Helios
succeed?
takes no damage. Dragomir, you take.
Wait, did I succeed or?
You fail,
Fail.
actually, but you get to add a d4, so you succeed.
Oh, okay, alright.
Marie
And then
would
Aldan
fail even
got
with a
25.
d4. Vladimir succeeds,
Aldan has
and
the
Aldan
25.
succeeds.
Oh.
So Marie,
Okay.
you take 35 necrotic damage.
Okay, and can I cast a reaction? Can I
Yes.
cast Hellish Rebuke?
Yes, you can. And
I
everyone
know
else
it's rebuke.
takes. And Dragomir takes no damage because of evasion. Helios takes no
Yeah.
damage because he succeeded with a nat
Nat 20.
20. And Aldan and Vladimir both take 17.
Okay, I have not used my reaction. No,
So
I
I
have.
take 35, right?
Yes, I did
Yes.
use my reaction. Yeah.
I
So
I can't
17
produce this
damage?
17.
Yes.
ah
So I actually take
half.
7.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Guys, I'm at
Oh, and also
109
those
out
who
of
failed,
160.
like Marie, your hit point maximum is also reduced by 35.
Ow.
Yeah, jeez, what the heck? Why me?
It hit everyone indiscriminately.
Yeah. This is
I
Marie's not so
know.
good day.
I know.
And also Strahd regains a bunch of hit points because that's a thing
Bro.
that feature does.
Oh, good
Like,
God.
He can only do that once, though.
I
So yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Marie,
Jesus
your
Christ,
turn.
bro.
That was a lot of my mage bullets just wasted.
Here you go. He just
Hi.
gained so much health.
Wait, as a reaction, I did cast
Oh yeah, Hellish Rebuke. You need to make a dex save.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fail, bitch.
I was gonna say, instead of healing Vladimir, should I just attack him with my massive sword and then Helios can
Don't
react
forget,
and
Vladimir,
attack?
you can use your bonus action to heal yourself a bunch from Lay on Hands.
Oh yeah, with your lay on hands.
Oh yeah, lay on hands.
So you have 50
I did
hit
say I
points
wasn't
of lay on
gonna.
hand.
I did say I wasn't gonna remind you of your
Yeah.
features, and I just did. Oh well.
I completely forgot about my lay on hands and how that works.
Lay on
Oh, well.
hands, like your
Dex
second
save.
most important ability, other than
Okay.
your
Divine Smite.
Fails,
Should I, guys,
please.
guys, advice. Should I just blast all my lay on hands on myself? I'm
Probably.
at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
I
be
assume.
below
Go ahead, do that.
I
AC.
assume a 29 succeeds.
Are you kidding me? What are my cards?
Unless you have an auto fail,
Which you don't, because those aren't the
Fortuitous
things that can exist.
circumstance.
Fortuitous
God
circumstance wouldn't
damn
help you here.
Take it.
So he still takes half damage.
Okay. R60 and I mean that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still 20
20
damage,
damage.
which isn't nothing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. We
Anyways,
need to
it's your
whittle 'em
turn,
down.
Marie.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna run over here. So he's in.
He's in sunlight now.
He's in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Which means he
Vladimir's
cannot use
Conveniently
his
that I'm
strongest
not in
attacks
sunlight.
Yeah,
while he's in
so
sunlight.
That's why I'm right there because I don't want to get Vladimir in the sun.
Okay.
So and
They
then
just stay there.
yeah.
Don't shine
Just
me.
keep him
Don't
there.
shine the sunlight on me till I start looking mighty evil.
Well then, don't get closer to me. You're still disgusting. You still smell like shit.
I don't think he has that injury.
No,
No,
you just
no, just
insulting
in general.
him. Yeah,
Just in general.
and just insulting him.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
Marie
I
usually
spilled her
does.
drink when we first met.
Yeah.
That was the backstory me and Maddie decided on. When we first met in the bar, I
And
tried to kill Dragomir and he flipped me into her drink.
Yeah, and I'm still salty about that, bro.
And she's petty enough to hang on to that.
Yep, bro. Don't test me.
We're
See,
all
now,
petty.
if it was a bonus action to shrink the light, I would say shrink it to like 5 foot and get right up next to him and just stab him.
No. I'm already like
But
close to
you're
half
doing
health,
other
man.
stuff.
Yeah, give him
Yeah, I want to stay
It
a
also
good
takes an
distance
action to
away.
shrink it. Yeah, but it also takes an
whatever
action
good
to restore
long
it.
range stuff you can do to him. Now's the time.
Yeah,
What'd you just do that dealt
Eldritch
16
Blast.
10?
That's all I can do because I've used all of my spell slots.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wait, how? So you cast Eldritch Rebuke once. What'd you? Oh, you missed a
50
step.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
Is that gonna
what'd you
hit?
get?
Fuck yeah. What does it do?
What was the 6d10 for?
That was Hellish
Hellish
Rebuke's
Rebuke.
damage.
Ah.
D10 plus 5. Das ist that.
Okay.
Und dann 9.
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm
Oh, you
just
have
going
bliss. You
to.
have bliss. You have bliss. Add a d4.
Bliss? Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah, a D4 wouldn't help her here. His
Oh,
AC
come
is
on.
20.
Okay,
Oh,
never mind
okay.
it. And then I'm gonna point at Vladimir and just yell, "Beat his ass!" And I'm gonna give you inspiration.
Oh.
Inspire!
How are you giving him inspiration?
What?
What are you using to give
look.
him? Oh yeah, Bardic
Not
inspiration.
just
Never mind.
rings. Superior inspiration.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Against the D8.
Okay. Yeah, you have a D8 you can add to an attack roll, a saving throw, or an
Yeah.
ability check. Well done.
All right.
D20 roll. Okay. Vladimir, you're just going to use the 50 lay on hands to heal yourself?
Yeah, for now.
That'll put you at 70 something?
Yeah, that it puts me at exactly 70.
Oh. I'll then move over here
Okay.
and chop.
All right.
Sure. D20 plus 11 plus D4.
Yeah, ensure that all of us have flanking on this
22
Yeah.
and 26.
Okay.
Sure. 4D4, not D4D, 4D4 plus 7. Oh. Reroll 3 of them. Oh. 3D4.
Okay. Up
So
by
it goes up
another.
by 4.
Yep. Okay.
So it's 20, and then reaction attack. It's going to be a bite because that's my strongest attack. 1 second. Many buttons I have to push. Wait. Alright. Okay. D20 plus 11 plus
Oh, wait.
D4. Boom.
Hang on,
Boom.
I just read something worrying.
What?
I think that
What'd you-
hits.
What'd you
Hang
read?
on. 5E.
Colossal Isaac.
I allow lay on hands to be used on the paladin themselves as a bonus action.
Yeah, but I found something troubling that I
What?
think I should read out loud. I just had to re-find it. This feature has no effect on undead or constructs.
Let me check something real quick. I should not minimize that.
Are you fully undead or are you just partially undead?
He is fully undead.
Oh.
Yep.
And even if he was only
Okay.
partially undead, that would still count. Let me check something though. I
Wait,
believe
am
you
I
still get
partially
temp
undead?
HP equal to that amount because it's your own healing.
That is correct. So
50 temp HP?
Yeah, you still
Wow.
get temp HP from it, but you just don't get any actual hit points from it. Which means
Yes.
it wouldn't. It just means it wouldn't save you from being at 0 if you were at 0. So
yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
So, all right, I'm glad I read that for the clarification purposes. I'm in trouble.
Mordenkainen's turn.
You mind weighing in on this?
Okay, so that took he took 18 damage.
Yeah, I removed that health.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, what's
yeah,
that?
he's not an evoker,
What's
so-
the-
What's that? What's that?
What's the dot?
Let me fix that.
Oh, that was
Here.
you.
No! There we go.
I was thinking, John, what are you doing to her?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wait, what?
He's gonna move up here and he's gonna cast lightning bolt,
Oh,
Lightning
sick.
bolt!
which Strahd is
What
probably
is
gonna
it?
succeed the saving throw against because he's got magic resistance. So
But even still, half of 8d6 good damage.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh
you get a whole
yeah.
bunch
Oh,
of
he rolled a
ones.
nat 20, so Strahd takes no damage.
Oof.
This is
So
so
Vladimir,
sad.
your turn.
FC
Just-
chat.
First of all, what the hell was that look towards friggin' Mordenkainen?
Yep.
Like, I thought you were some legendary wizard. What the hell?
Strahd just dodged it really well.
Yeah.
Should I start using my Radiant Breath, guys?
Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, he just feels like I don't take damage the first time I used it. But that was Helios' Radiant Breath. He only gets one of those. I have 5 Radiant Breaths that deal 4d6 instead of 66.
Okay.
Okay,
15
so
I could just do it in line, I suppose.
I rolled
5
a
by
lot of
30.
other crap
5
right
by...
now.
Alright, so I can do it in line.
There it is.
15. Yeah, no. I suppose I could do it in a cone that doesn't have friendly fire because Helios is immune.
Yeah.
I thought you could
You have advantage, remember? Yep.
Yeah.
That'll still hit. Obviously,
yeah, no, I was really hoping for the crit, because if I got the crit, I had a plan
know.
for the hat.
I know.
I think
You're
you
like a
know
level
exactly
3
what I'm
divine smite?
planning.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
doing with it.
No, I have a max damage card.
Oh,
And a level
max
3 divine
damage.
smite, so that helps.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wait a
no,
second.
My
That's
plan is to
10
unleash
plus
actual hellfire upon him.
2, 3, 6 times 8 is 48. Your strength modifier is 5. It's plus 2 sword. That would be 70 damage. Free crit.
Yep.
So that is 140. Oh, dear goodness.
Yeah, why do you think I want a crit for that?
He also gets to turn his d8s into d12s from his divine smite.
Oh
Because
yeah.
he has a channel divinity that does that.
10 plus 8 plus 5 times 12 is 60 plus 5 plus 2.
Yeah, let's go ahead level 3 smite that one.
Okay, you're gonna burn your other level 3 smite. Fair enough.
I have 3
Oh,
of
you have
those.
3 third level spell slots. Okay.
Yeah, so I have one left.
Okay.
I'm not
Crit.
looking great on spell slots, but
Well,
you
you
know
could
what?
use. You still have 2 seconds, and I believe you have 2 firsts left.
Okay.
No, I have. Or no, sorry, that wasn't level 3. That was level 2. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
So you have 1 second, and both and 2/3. And have you used 1 first or 2 firsts?
I currently am at 2 first levels, 1
Okay.
second level,
And
and
2/3.
1/3.
You've only used 1/3. You should
Yeah,
have 2/3.
No, I only have 2 third levels.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I mixed up. I
Yeah,
mixed it up because it was a 3 next to a 2.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Strahd took the damage. Second attack.
Let's give him an.
Yeah.
Let's give him one of these. But
I
this
believe you're
time,
at 2 fury points right now.
yes.
Something like that.
Or wait, no, that was 4. Okay. And I'm gonna burn through another level 1.
Okay. Yep. Still taking damage.
All right. And unfortunately, because of how I was ruling everything,
Okay.
You just keep biting him until he's dead.
unfortunately.
All right, go for it. You regain hit points because you bite him. Well, assuming you hit. So roll damage first.
Oh, you're
roll the hit.
just
Roll
going
the
to
hit.
assume I-
Roll the hit.
Dragon noise.
Roll the
Yeah.
hit. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. Hang on, let me just remember what the actual number was.
+9.
I had it. There it is.
At advantage.
Oh yes.
And it's +9 because you have your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus. So yeah, you hit.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I missed something. Okay, yeah. So
So you regain 3 hit points because I rolled low on that roll. And roll your damage for him.
And now to roll the Okay. Sorry, I don't bite often.
Yeah.
You
Minimum
bite more
damage.
often than me.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is all.
You've only bitten one thing.
Okay. Helios.
All I can give.
Okay. You'd never guess what I'm gonna do.
Bite attack.
Take another
Fireball.
take another snack out of him. That's our D20 plus 11 plus D4. Boom. Boom.
Yep.
No crit.
No crit.
Just the 34.
2d6 plus 3d6 plus 7. 30 damage!
Woo!
You have him below 100 hit points.
I clap.
For
Finally.
now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna regain health on his.
Well, he's
well,
not
he
going to
can't do
regain
all
health.
the
He's
fancy
taken damage from the vampire killer. He can't regenerate.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he could, and he can't do all of his fancy stuff because of the sunlight.
Yes, but you'll see. You'll see. Strahd's turn.
Oh
I'm
dear, I
sure
don't
he's
like-
got something.
I do not like the
leaving his-
sound of that.
He
We'll
moves
see.
outside of the sunlight.
Oh,
I know he
well,
provokes an attack of
Well,
opportunity from Helios, but
Should I use
That
it for the
is
bite
a
attack?
risk he is going to make.
that is a risk he's
Should I
going to
make him-
take.
Yes, I will make another bite attack. Sure. D20 plus 11 plus D4. Enter. I my added flanking advantage
Yes,
for
he's still flanking.
for the
so.
opportunity attack.
Wait, couldn't I sentinel him?
Sure.
Couldn't I
2d6
sentinel him
plus
to stop him?
3d6 plus.
He never
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
outside of
he
your
moved within
range, so no.
5
Yeah,
feet.
he's still right there.
He moved at least 5 feet within his reach, which means he can still sentinel attack.
No, that's not how Sentinel works.
Yeah,
Only
I'm
if
pretty
he
sure it
tries
is.
to leave.
That's how Tunnel Fighter works.
Oh, yes. I was
Oh,
like,
that's right.
So go ahead and roll your damage. Obviously, a 32 is going to hit. He's going to use his reaction to use Poise, so he takes no damage.
Use what?
He's using his reaction to take no
The
damage.
thing he did earlier,
Oh, okay.
like what I do, but twice as good.
And then he's going to use, let's see, 2 Vampiric Touches on Vladimir and 1 on Ul'dah.
Oh, God.
So first on Vladimir twice. So
You are
that
being
is
touched.
a 29 and a 29 to hit.
What the fuck?
I think those hit. I'm not sure though.
I couldn't even defensive duelist that. Like, I've been trying to remember the defensive duelist.
So you take a total of 47 necrotic damage.
Okay,
Ouch, and you're out of range of my aura. I can't help you.
It's okay. He only destroyed my temp HP.
And you know what? Since Strahd can probably tell that you really didn't get hurt by that, because temp HP isn't like direct meat points.
Yeah.
First, of all, he does regain hit points because that's another feature of that attack. He's going to make his third Vampiric Touch against you as well.
How bad?
We'll see. It's taking a while to roll the dice for some reason.
Give it to me straight.
I'm working on
process
it.
Paladin is about to die.
You are not about to die.
Wait.
It doesn't
Okay.
deal that much damage. You still have 20. You still have what? 23 hit points.
Exactly that.
I don't.
26 if you count my temp.
26 if you count your temp.
Yep. I only have 3.
Yeah, it's a
temp
26
HP
to
left.
hit.
Defensive
So
duelist.
you have a
Oh,
total.
shit.
You have an absolute total of 26.
Yep.
You take 25 damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Paladin is about to die.
Oh. Wait,
Oh my
with
God.
the third level cure wounds, since he's an undead, would it be temp HP or would it just not?
It wouldn't work
Do
on him
anything.
at all. It's only his own healing effects that give him temp HP.
Oh, okay. So I take it a potion of healing would also not help.
Yep.
Great, I can't help you, Vlad.
Disadvantages of being undead, I know. But
Oh my
Hmm.
Yup.
gosh.
Dragomir, your turn. Strahd's not
Oh,
using
but
a
what
lair
is it?
action this round.
What was
My
the
boys, we've entered
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
worst
John, what was the
case
damage against
scenario.
Eldon? You said he was
Alright.
doing one of his vampiric touches against me.
What?
You said
No,
you said he was doing.
He
one?
did all 3 of them against Vlad.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
5. Jump on top of this bookcase. Do I
Okay.
have advantage?
Yes, you have advantage.
Alright. So, rolling 1d20 plus 15, 13.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'll use.
You shouldn't do that. It hurts.
Hurts what?
You shouldn't do that. It hurts. You shouldn't think.
Well, I'm going to think. I'm going to use second chance of lucky
Okay.
to re-roll that second one.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
Hoping
Just,
you were crit fishing. I could tell.
yeah, I'm crit fishing.
I mean, aren't we
I
all
want to
doing
use that
it?
vorpal blade at
I
least
know,
freaking
I know.
once.
I know you're not
And
getting
I'm
a
not
chance
going
to
to
use
be
it.
able to.
Wait, what is everyone's
Okay, so-
cards?
I can't even see my cards. They're so tiny, man.
Click
just
if
have
you
two
click on them, they'll
16s.
get bigger.
Oh,
Oh, hey, they do.
they
I
do.
wish- okay, alright.
Yeah, that's how I've been
Roll.
reading them the whole
Yeah,
time. How have you been reading them?
So
Just
go ahead and roll your damage.
box. Rolling
You're
1d8 plus 5d6 plus wait
to guarantee
6d6. Wait, 7d6. Plus 10 because he's still undead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Alright.
wait a
that's actually
second.
pretty
I
nice.
will take
just
the 39
realized.
damage.
Oh, 39.
I just realized there's no way for us to put Strahd in sunlight without getting Vlad.
No, I can't. Like right over here.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Dragomir?
I don't know.
By the way, Vladimir,
I
if you
can't do
moved one
anything
square
against
down, you would be
protection.
flanking. Just so you know.
I'm gonna move a square down.
I'm gonna
Just-
pass the turn.
All right, Marie.
Right. I'm gonna move right over here.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh,
He's back in the sunlight, and then no, I can't do that.
I need to be. I need to be closer.
You need to move closer.
No. I'm saying I need to move closer. I'm already close, but you know,
Good luck.
I'm currently at 1 HP, and I rolled a 1 on my bad die. I'm trying to eat this guy.
you can. You don't have advantage.
Well, just.
You can. You don't have advantage.
Does that hit? No, that does
No,
not
a 17 does not hit.
You add
Wait,
D4.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Still does
That
not
still
hit.
doesn't.
Not enough.
And I don't. Do I want to add a D10? You know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you hit. No matter what your roll is, you hit.
Oh shit,
Mhm.
that's so huge.
Because a minimum roll would be 1, and that would put you at exactly 20.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Not pussy. Let's do this. Oh,
Okay.
come on, seriously?
still damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think a 30 is gonna hit.
I'm
No,
not
that's
sure.
I wonder what
it.
that wouldn't
mean-
hit.
Some
There is
crazy
no
hybrid
official
monster.
stat block that wouldn't hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we talked about that on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I it's just become my go-to joke now. Whenever we say, "Yeah, a 30 will hit."
Geez.
Okay.
I wonder. Will a
Hold
30
on.
hit?
I wonder what that wouldn't
I
hit.
guess if it wasn't a magic attack, it wouldn't hit a ghost.
Hold on, it'd be your turn.
Well. Yep. It's chopping time. D20 plus D4 plus 11. Boom. Up. Boom. No crit. Ha!
Okay.
4d4 plus 7. Boom. Reroll 2. 2d4.
Okay.
No change. 19 slashing.
All right. Fair
No
enough.
reaction attack because he's not in range of anything. Okay, that's it.
All right. Mordenkainen's turn. He's gonna move right up to Strahd, so that this doesn't hit anyone else, and he's gonna cast Cone of Cold.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I
goody,
should have
goody,
used my radiant breath.
Good
Eh.
gumdrops.
That's sexy.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Okay, 23.
I keep forgetting I don't have a breath attack anymore.
When
Half
did you have a breath attack?
That's just because I on my other Wednesday games I'm playing a Dragonborn.
Ah.
Okay.
No, 47. No.
So literally every combat encounter, the first thing I do is I spit at him.
All right, Vladimir, your turn. If you moved one tile lower, yep, you have flanking now.
Is there anywhere Helios could move to get flanking?
No.
And
Unless he uses tail
I
attack.
suppose-
Picking up. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I could move here for tail.
you know
Try to
what?
knock him prone.
You know what? We're looking at a low enough Strahd hit that I might go ahead and waste. That I might go ahead and use my stuff, even if he doesn't. Yeah. Let's just do the first attack and
Okay.
see where he sets after that.
You have advantage. Okay. Hits.
Let's just see where he sits after a good one of these. And this is my second level. My last one.
Okay. All right.
Ouchies.
He is still standing.
Oh, wow. I can see.
In fact, he's
he
going to
has
use his
left.
poise here. He's going to use his poise so he doesn't take any damage.
Oh,
How many of those does he have?
He can use that once every round. It's just a reaction he can take.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Second
he
attack?
used that. No, that was the last. That was the last round. That
All
was the
right.
last round. Yeah, it was
All
Helios.
right. Well,
but-
seeing how low that
down
left
there.
him last time.
Wait a second. So that was this round when he moved down. He used his reaction when he moved.
Yeah,
when
he
I
got his
opportunity.
reaction back on his turn, though.
But he
Yeah.
moved.
Oh,
during
yeah,
his
you're
turn,
right,
so
you're
when
right. He takes
immediately-
damage. He still takes damage.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, either way, that's not a lot of health. So,
Oh boy!
boys, it's coming.
All right, I assume you're playing the card.
Okay. Helios, do it.
Where is it?
I've already
There,
calculated the
there
math.
it is. Read
That's
him and
100.
weep, boys. Read
I've
him
done the
and
math.
weep.
All right.
Okay, you said okay. So it's a
Don't roll
D10
damage. I
plus
already know what it is. It's just,
G-
it's like 100
Is it
and some odd
100?
damage.
With my divine smite, my last critic, my last third thing.
That's 170. That's 170, boy. And leave.
All right. Staggering on the brink of death, Strahd
my
still
gosh.
stands in front of you.
What
Uh,
the? Oh my gosh.
oh.
Just kick him in the
Oh,
balls
no.
and he's dead.
You still have your bonus action. I'm trying to see
Yeah,
if you have the
I
balls
do.
to do it.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me.
Which are you going to do?
You already rolled your die.
Yeah, I
Kick him
know.
in the
I
balls.
just want to.
Dracula or Vladimir? Which are you going to do?
No. Believe it or not, I rolled another one.
Oh dear!
Believe it or not, I rolled another one.
All
I have
right.
a feeling it's going to be time to get out of here.
So roll that attack then.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You get to add a d4.
Oh yes, I do.
You add a d4 to that one. That's not something you get a choice about either.
Nope,
So-
I do not.
So that will hit. Obviously, you regain a bit of hit points. So yeah, he takes enough damage to finish him off.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh boy, I better pull up that thing you sent me, boy.
Oh, dear.
So
I had it saved to my phone just in case this exact thing happened.
so Strahd, as Vladimir drinks him dry, Strahd
Yeah.
staggers and then drops to his knees, and you see a look of shock. And then as he falls back onto it, he falls back on like laying down. Finally, his face just flickers to relief, and then he crumbles to dust.
I just look at Vladimir horrified and just be like, "What have you done?"
I don't. Hang on. I'm just sort of staggering around now.
Okay.
I look visibly confused.
Okay.
Better
I'm
turn
also-
off my sunlight.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm-
no! Don't
No?
turn off the sunlight. Don't.
No?
No.
Okay, okay,
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop Spider climbing on this bookcase and get off.
Okay.
I don't.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay. Fuck.
Vladimir, you will be using that stat block now with full health.
Am I using the same hit points from my last one?
You are now at full health because you just drained Strahd.
Oh dear,
dear, you got-
dear.
Yeah,
Marie.
add a character, run.
I just
Helios.
In character, your friend's a little worried.
Confused.
looking at Vladimir. Are you actively looking hostile towards us?
No, not currently. At the moment, I look dazed.
Okay.
At the
I was
moment-
gonna be like,
Hmm.
Dragomir?
At the moment, I'm
It is
dazed.
now
I
the
don't
time
have
for
any
me
other-
to cast suggestions so you don't stab us.
Yeah, no.
That wouldn't work on him. I'm just gonna tell you that out of character.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just
no,
straight up
no,
wouldn't
right
work.
now.
He's immune to being
Unfortunately,
charmed
I'm just
now.
gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go
I
ahead
think
and ask Dragomir.
unfortunately this round is everyone trying to figure out what just happened.
Yeah.
Wait. Do I have a suspicion?
Make me an Arcana check.
One second.
See what you know about vampires.
Am I aware enough of vampire rituals to know what just happened?
Please.
Dragomir, you know exactly what just happened.
Wait. I'm going to play the card that adds a D8. I don't think it's going to be helpful, but
No.
worth a try.
That's a very
14.
big
You know
card.
something's
Oh, I
up,
just
but you
remembered
don't know
one.
what.
Vladimir, you're right. What are you doing?
Yeah, no.
Helios was going to ask.
I'm going to make
Dragomir?
like a
I assume
declaration
Vladimir.
that I know what's happening.
Hey, calm down for a second. You guys are all talking over
Yeah,
each
go ahead.
other.
Yeah.
Oh,
was gonna
good.
say-
Gotcha.
Dragomir, do you know where the nearest window is?
There's
There
no
do
one.
not appear to be windows here.
There are no windows in this room.
Windows.
Like which room? The nearest room. Which door do we need to go out?
I don't.
Get out of here ASAP
Uh,
via flight.
Dragomir, now that you're here, you know that there's a window in the room directly to the west of here.
Yeah, the bedroom.
Wait, so
I don't.
Never eat some.
Right
Okay,
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
that way.
right over there.
Okay.
Well,
He will go
I
ahead.
will,
and
I'm
Open the
just
door.
going to,
Give me a highs or lows.
highs?
Okay.
I don't.
So normally this would have ended upon Strahd's death, but now that there's a new
Yeah?
vampire lord, the doors are still locked. You need to make a
Oh,
strength
shit.
check if you want to force it open.
Yo.
A strength check. A strength check with Helios.
Oh,
I know that you can
It's only
probably
not-
do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like,
There's just
I only
this
have
thing
plus
now.
15.
You know, you could.
Mookie this thing.
Yeah, you were able to force the door open.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're not fucked.
So yeah, the window is this window right here.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see why in character you guys wouldn't still try to reason with me, especially if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Dragomir,
Yeah,
I
no.
can fully understand him trying to back away.
I'm just going. Listen. Okay, I'm just going to eye to Aldan. It's like just.
Well,
Just
I
like this horrified
has-
expression was like, and just pointing towards the doors like, we need to go.
Go where?
Vladimir, are you
Yeah,
alright?
it's Dragomir's
My
turn
eyes
now. I
are-
will say it is Dragomir's turn now.
You don't look well. Are you alright?
As Dragomir, I'm just going to, I guess like just pat you on the
Dragomir,
shoulder. Just like, don't worry about it. It'll be sure it'll be fine. And I'm just gonna slowly back away towards the store.
Okay. Marie.
Okay, so as Marie, I'm gonna turn off my son.
Okay.
Oh, don't!
As Marie,
It would be the in-character thing to do.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I wanna
Unfortunately,
see
this is
if he's okay,
as
bro.
much as I would love to watch you guys escape right now. The problem is that this is character action versus player
Exactly.
action.
This is true. I mean, so
Yeah.
Dragomir knows what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm
Dragon
suspicious, and everyone else is clueless. Actually, no, maybe more than Kanan, though.
and
Maybe.
Vladimir is trying not to lose his goddamn mind.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna approach him and just be like, "Are you okay?" That was pretty. Oh
Wait,
my god,
What
are
level
you?
remove curse would need to be cast?
Like level 10?
Oh fuck, no, man, not even close.
We need like a coven of high level wizards.
Yeah, it would be almost impossible to end the Sanguine Curse on Vladimir right now.
Yeah.
If I knew
I
that,
wasn't
then I would.
cursed.
Man,
If I wasn't cursed,
if
if I was the real me, not
don't-
what I am right now, then I could just snap my fingers and be like, snap out of it, boy.
Maybe not, honestly. Sure,
Well,
Bahamut's
what's the matter with you?
powerful, but he has like god
It's
levels
true.
of vampire
Of
power right now.
Vampire powers.
So
Yeah, it's
I'm not
true.
sure if Bahamut would win that fight.
So just alarm! I need your help, buddy.
Hey Helm, you wanna weigh in on this? He's one of your followers.
He's one of yours.
Like it shows.
Anything else
It
for
shows Helm just look beside.
No, just imagine like this giant gargantuan dragon just picking Vladimir up by his by the scruff of like this collar and just smacking him back and forth with his other hand. I just snap out of it, dang it.
I'm just gonna be really worried and concerned for my friend. That's pretty much it.
Aw,
right,
you
hold
consider
on.
me friend.
I'm just feeling like I'm just come over here and be like, "Are you all right, my friend?" Actually, you know what? I'll move up to here.
Oh yeah, because that's Morgan
It's
Kanan
right on
right
the
there.
table, man.
Yeah.
Straight up right
I
on
assume
the
at the
table.
edge of the table is where he'd be.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't take up that
You know
entire
what?
5-foot space.
Yeah, we'll move around to
I
this
know,
side.
I'm just saying.
You're
No,
gonna
be
move
like-
onto the same space as Vladimir?
No. Here, next to him.
Right next to him, yeah.
That's
Just
on
really-
his space.
No, he's here. I am here.
Yes.
Okay, then that's doing some weird things.
Oh,
You
now you were on him.
I'm here. He is
Okay.
there.
Well,
Okay, let me
fine,
move him
keep
to that
moving.
spot on my. There we go. Okay. Anything else, all done?
Well, just be like, I'm gonna ask. Are you all right, my friend? You don't look well. What on earth were you thinking? Biting Strahd of all people.
I mean, it's better than
wasn't-
him biting another frog guy.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
wasn't-
Morgan Kanan's turn. Morgan Kanan will run over here. He knows what's up to. He will grab Marie
he's
and he's gonna try to pull Marie. He knows what's going up and he looks at you. Don't worry, I have a plan. Come with me.
Wait, what plan?
What?
What's going on?
Wow.
Are you gonna go with him?
Reluctantly.
All right,
I guess,
he'll just
yeah.
move you over to here. Everyone, lay a hand
Okay.
on me. I will let
Okay.
you use your off-turn stuff to lay a hand on you. And Morgan
Okay.
Kanan casts teleport, and you all disappear.
Oh shit!
Oh,
You reappear
That's a shame.
outside of Castle Ravenloft in Velaki. Actually, no, at the door to Morgan Kanan's mansion. That's where I'm gonna have you
Is
reappear.
it a
Okay.
good thing to leave him alone?
All right,
Because I don't
Vladimir. What does everyone else see from their
think
vantage
that's
point?
really mentally good.
Yes.
I see blackness.
I see blackness too.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, do I
What
see
everyone-
blackness? Yeah, just blackness.
So
Yep.
I know. I
That's fine.
removed your minis. Removed your tokens.
Fine.
This is a
Because you guys are effective.
I
This
can
is
try.
effectively the end of the campaign. Everything else is just
yeah.
roleplay.
What time? Like John, are you just saying do whatever? It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the powers say. Got
Nope.
it. All right. Cool. What time of day was it? Wasn't it close to nighttime when we got
It
there?
would have been close to nighttime. Yeah. Why is
Okay.
Maddie drawing things on the screen here?
Yeah, all right. Cool.
Because Maddie has nothing else better to do except for to
alright,
subtly annoy you.
as the well, joke's on her. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm dealing with some other things.
Oh.
It's only John.
Anyways, so the fog that has covered Barovia for hundreds of years suddenly releases.
Yeah.
The Barovia appears to be a part of. Was this Faerun?
Fair.
Yeah, favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact,
Appears to be a
you guys
part
would
of-
actually be able to see Waterdeep in the distance.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, however, suddenly the moon shows a bright and violent scarlet as an unseen power escapes from the castle and it collapses into itself.
I'm just looking at this and I'm just. Oh
And you
dear.
you see a
oh dear.
You see a shape suddenly. I guess depending on how good their perception is from there, they might see a small shape make their way to Krejcik or whatever the.
It was in the
Whatever
village of
the-
Barovia that the kid was.
The village of Barovia.
Yeah. Unless you're very sneaky, Helios definitely sees.
So
Passive
make a
perception is
stealth
21.
check, Vladimir, with your.
It
with your
wasn't
use-
there. There's no stealth attempt here.
Oh, okay. So
Passive
no,
21.
there is no there.
okay, yeah, you
There's
see
no
you
clear
see the
vision.
shape of what looks like a giant bat flying off in that direction.
That's unnerving.
And I know it says tiny bat on the stat block. That was a mistake.
Yeah, no. It doesn't really matter either way. They saw something move violently towards Krejcik. Or not Krejcik. I keep saying Krejcik because it's
Town of
fucking
Barovia.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move
I
towards the
keep
village
saying
of Barovia.
Krejcik because because that was
Castlevania.
that was the name of the
You're gonna
of
kill
one
the
of the towns.
shopkeep there? Please kill the shopkeep. Those prices were outrageous. He's a real
Oh my
monster.
gosh, you're so pressed about that, man.
Yes.
Hang on, let me see if there's anything
Oh.
I have to be able to track everyone.
No dicks. Oh,
I
where'd
mean,
my dicks
wouldn't I
go?
have a vague knowledge of what was in Barovia and where they went before the mist lifted?
Yeah, you would have, and you would have been able to guess where Mordenkainen went, because to his mansion seems like a fairly obvious answer.
Yeah, because I think you know exactly what Vladimir started going after.
Yeah.
Suddenly the bat shape flees towards I guess spot Z. Because
Oh.
you said there were werewolves there.
Oh yeah, you would be able to sense the werewolves now.
Yeah. Yeah. So effectively you hang on, let me get something a little special. So you see something. And then wait, I'm going ahead to mark it on the map.
I know. I'm giving you a token to use.
Yeah, but I'm drawing a line.
Okay.
Just for the sake of the suspense. If there's would there be any other monsters on the map?
What do you mean?
Well, any other. I think you know exactly what he's going after first. He's violently going after anything that could be considered a monster.
You
How
would
much
be able
time
to
is this
sense something
By
with
the way,
someone with powerful magic at spot U.
What?
Someone with powerful
Worry
dark
about-
magic, that is.
At spot where?
quick question,
You.
DM.
Hmm.
How much time is this taking?
A matter of like minutes.
Yeah.
Shoot, I was gonna go to Balaki and pick those two children up and tell them,
I don't think he's gonna go after the kids.
Yeah.
No,
No,
he
it's a
is
matter of-
not. No, he
it's a
is
matter
not.
of
I'm
principle.
gonna rule it right now, John, that no matter how broken he gets, there's one thing that's one line he will not cross.
Yeah. He's not gonna go after kids.
I'm gonna turn to Mordenkainen and be like, so you think he's fully turned, don't you?
Undoubtedly.
I told them, of course.
Whatever
we had-
you-
did you
Whatever
not see
happens
it?
when he And you're flying towards them now?
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, Morning Canaan, get us out of here. My
Whatever
palace on Mount
happened-
Celestia will be a welcome place.
You just left.
It was not my fault.
Yeah, he's. Yes, you're not even perturbed that he's here or that some.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no. I imagine that while they were talking, I more or less just appeared. Yeah, Helios definitely saw me
Yeah, I
turn
probably
from
did
the
too.
bat
'Cause
shape, but I effectively
I've passed
appeared from the.
perception as.
You know what? No. What I did was I landed nearby and then mist walked into them,
Okay.
And then they'll be like, oh.
appearing from the darkness.
Wow.
My eyes.
Edgy.
My eyes showing
Oh,
red
shit.
sclera and silver.
I think I think a little bit of edginess is allowed here, Matty.
Yep. Yeah. No,
No, I'm just saying.
yeah. No.
Marie
I
would
just
probably
want to.
be,
I'm just
calling
saying.
him
I'm
an
just saying.
edgelord if they were more relaxed about it.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Mhm.
I agree. I
You would
agree. It is a bit
probably
edgy,
still
but
insult him,
yeah.
even as Dracula.
I need.
So I'm gonna move you guys to a battle map here real quick, so that I can.
Oh, dear.
fun.
Oh dear.
Still
Why are you guys all the way down there? Why I'm up here?
Because that's where you were the last time I used the battle map.
This is true. Oh,
Good job, Nettie.
Oh,
oh, and Helios is not a large.
I know. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Give me a few seconds.
I know.
Gotta get rid of these stupid drawings
Where's
first. Oh,
Morgan
well, that'll have to do.
I'll get rid of it.
Wait, where's more? There we go.
Morgan
where's
Cater will be
Morgan
on the
Cater?
map in a second. Give me a second. Jeez.
Oh,
Okay, I was just wondering.
Give him a
wondering.
give him a hot
I was
minute
just
while I
wondering.
think of. While I think of what more to say. Poor Vlad.
Yeah.
Poor Vlad.
He's a friend.
Oh, I've never had a character go this bad before.
Yeah, this is like.
This is a new one for me,
ending.
guys.
This is the dark side ending in Star Wars RPGs.
Oh gosh, it's the
Oh
bad
God,
ending.
the closest I had to this was a Star Wars campaign where we were all tempted to the dark side until someone used a spell where we just weren't.
Oh,
Well,
It was a
unfortunately-
really weird spell.
Just
It
for reference,
effectively
by the
just
way,
meant-
Vladimir,
Yeah.
Dragomir will be considered an undead for the purposes of your stat block.
Yep.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Vladimir's clearly got a beef with something.
Okay, he's at
Oh
59.
boy.
Alright, he's at 59. Plus.
Zoom.
50, what's remaining? There we go.
Hang on, I'm just looking over some of the goodies I've got.
Does anyone want to do anything does anyone want to do anything here? We're not in initiative yet. We will be soon.
I'm going to suggest to Morgan Canaan, perhaps you should get us out of here and onto a different plane. I'm just whispering this to Morgan Canaan. What
For
language
reference,
does he speak?
Vladimir, would the
Yeah.
demi-plane around Barovia be destroyed, or would it have been recreated?
So what do you mean by that? I want to know.
Would they be able to teleport away? Because teleportation magic usually can't leave Barovia.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Vladimir's
Well, I was gonna
effectively
be like-
trapping anything he doesn't want. Effectively, he's effectively somehow been able to make one clear conclusion. That is, if he has control, he's going to keep everything in until he's made damn sure there's nothing left dangerous here.
I can't.
And then he's just going to
he's
let
stopping my
be.
magic.
Yeah, okay. Out of character, I was going to suggest he cast Gate and get us to
That wouldn't work either.
Phoenix, Mount Celestia.
Oh,
Oh, maybe not Mount
man.
Phoenix.
Literally
Mount
no
Celestia,
teleportation
Gate, Mount
magic.
Celestia.
Not even divine intervention could allow you to leave right now.
Oh yeah, I was like, because if it wasn't the case, I'd be like, get us to Gate to Celestia, Eberron, Ravnica.
Otherwise, I
don't
probably
care.
would have him teleport you to Phoenix just to set up something. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
Griswold's a funny little house.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to understand why you just left. I'm pretty sure I know what's happening to me.
What
And I do
exactly
not.
is happening to you?
What?
You mean you haven't figured it out yet, Marie?
I want to hear it from him.
Commercials.
You shut up. You're barely a god right now. Look at you. You're in two pieces. Shut up.
You think I don't know this?
No. You shut up. Let me listen to him.
He's chuckling. No matter what happens, I'm always going to love this banter. I don't want to cause any more trouble. He's clearly having trouble articulating himself. You see, I've come to a bit of a revelation, especially
Jerry is
after.
with you.
What?
Jerry would have been considered a possession for the purposes of teleporting.
Good.
Jerry. It's all that matters.
Jerry is a slave. He's a possession.
Anyways,
I just imagine Marie's like holding Jerry out, but like you'd be like, you wouldn't hurt something so harmless, and you wouldn't, would you?
You see, I seem to have control here,
Oh,
and I don't.
that is
think
interesting.
And as someone who's prided himself as a monster hunter, I don't think it would be right of me to release these people until I've made damn sure that nothing evil will escape this place.
Even then,
Yeah,
there's still going
that
to
is
be
a-
evil everywhere.
I sort of sit there thinking for a moment, and like, with being a dragon god, just as like, that's not such an unreasonable demand.
Yeah, and you've already seen pretty quickly that I've made some work. I'm probably still covered in werewolf blood.
Probably.
After, it was like, Bahamut's like, maybe he's not so bad. I mean, he's only just sitting there with, with the elbow in palm with the thumb and forefinger on his chin, just sort of looking up at the sky, one eyebrow down, just sort of, thinking, that's not such an unreasonable demand.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think. After all, if I'm to end up cursed like this, shouldn't I try to? I've seen so many things happen to people, normal people, and now I've finally been given an opportunity to do something about it, do more about it than I've ever been able to do.
Hey, geez, calm down.
And then all of a sudden, my flanking face sort of falls off, and it goes serious, and like, what have you done, my friend? And he sort of leans forward, standing up rigidly.
Unfortunately, it seems I may have taken Strahd's place as the head vampire.
Oh. I have both my hands up and I go, whoa there, whoa, like, whoa there, my friend.
Fear not. I'm not. I have no plans to be anything like him. After all, clears up the skyline, doesn't it? Looking towards what used to be Ravenloft.
I mean, it's a
that's
little
we
bit.
agree, my friend.
It's less depressing now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time this plane has had sunny weather in centuries.
Yeah.
Like that.
Generations. What did you say about Jerry?
I didn't say anything about Jerry.
I didn't say anything about Jerry.
No one said anything about Jerry.
I swear I heard Jerry.
No, it might have
Jerry.
been me trying to articulate more words for Vlad.
I just thought
Why
it
is he
was
mentioning
like
Jerry, man?
Listen. I just thought it was like, wait a second, is it nighttime though?
Oh,
Yup.
is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
currently nighttime.
Yeah, the moon is
Okay,
Yeah, it's
currently
nighttime,
the
but
moon
I
is
assume
currently
it's
showing a
clear
hideous
sky.
sky.
It's still
It's like a
nice
clear
out.
sky. We can
There is
start
currently a
now.
blood red moon above you. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
Think,
depressing right there.
think
But the
the-
rest is
think the
depressing.
think the blood
tell
moon
me.
from Breath of the Wild, and you're not far off.
Tell me, my friend, you wouldn't happen to be responsible for that. I just you're up towards the moon, looking
Looks
dark
at-
red.
He looks at it somewhat thoughtful and tilts his head. Am I?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Do you not know?
I'm afraid there's a lot that's not making sense to me right now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Either way, there's this. I've been able to. I think I'm coping with this hunger finally. If I so desire, want to eat things. Might I use it against things that would prey on innocence?
Yeah, that's
I've-
a good way for justice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I might not be. He starts chuckling quietly while crying tears of blood. I'm not
Oh.
sure I'm not sure I'm thinking straight anymore. Help me.
All right,
Hey.
Dragomir
Just breathe.
will take this opportunity to walk up to Vlad, put his hand on his shoulder, just like breathe in, and breathe out. One, the reason why we left that castle to let you have your own thoughts for a quick second is, did you not see that you immediately blew up the castle and maybe we could have died from that? But because we might not be immortal vampire gods, but that is not the point. So,
Hang on.
so good left in you. However, I'm going to tell you that you probably shouldn't be abusing this newfound power, as you have clearly almost demonstrated right there.
Vladimir will slowly, trembling, put his hand on yours.
Aww.
He's then going to suddenly make a violent death grip on it.
No.
So
We have gotten along for so long. Let's
we're gonna roll initiative here.
Eps and
Okay.
chat, man.
As
So,
Vladimir
hi,
is the dragon, is currently the vampire lord. He moves first.
yeah,
All
Oh,
right.
Everyone else
I thought you said we
rerolls
were rolling
initiative.
Wait. Just the vampire lord automatically goes first?
Yes, the vampire lord automatically goes first.
Oh, lovely.
that is cheap. Like, I'm the one going first, and I think that's cheap.
It's for the proper boss fight energy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Would, for
Like,
all
oh,
intents and
okay.
purposes, I'd be considered grappling Dragomir right now.
Yes.
All right. Sorry for the free grapple, Dragomir.
Well, Dragomir wasn't expecting it, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Vladimir.
Sorry, Dragomir. I've enjoyed our time. I'm glad I could call you a friend. But I think it's about time I cashed in that promise I gave you all the way back in that bar. And you know what that promise is, right? Just flashes back briefly when we were making up. One of these days, I will kill you.
All right. Guys, in free action, toss something from my pocket.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I will toss. No. I will toss the sending stone that Strahd gave me.
Okay.
At any point, I was going to murder you, but I thought, no. You were You proved too much of a friend to me. Do what you must so I can finally meet my wife again. Kill me if you must. I do not care what happens to me anymore. And that'll be it.
Strahd, or not Strahd.
New Strahd.
New Strahd.
Yeah,
Dracula.
Dracula.
What, you haven't told us you're Dracula, though, so we would just assume
Nope,
you're
nope,
Vladimir.
that's not a name he's currently going by. In fact, I feel like that's probably only going to be a name that starts floating around when the legends start.
Yeah.
If you want a butler, I'll become yours, but
But
Yeah.
but your former party still knows you as Vladimir.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. Anyone who knew me before would still know him as Vladimir.
Mhm.
Anyways, so Mr. Tepish here, our new Dracul, will now will give a sorrowful look towards Dragomir, and I'll toss him back a little bit. So
Okay.
like let's just say
5 feet.
Just
5
role
feet.
play like shove him back a tiny bit.
yeah, effectively throwing him on the ground,
Okay.
and then I prime my vampire killer for taking him out.
Okay.
And I have no idea what I'd roll for that.
It's right there in the stat block,
Hang on. Oh, there it is.
and you get
Wait.
3 of those because you have multi attack. So
Oh, dear.
Oh wow, it looks like it's. Am I reading this right? I must have misread it at some point. Is it just how it works now, but but I get 3 attacks instead?
it's how it works now. You get 3 attacks instead. It's plus 19 to hit, and it deals a D10 plus 2d8 plus 10.
Oh, dear goodness. Plus 19? That's a CR 30. That's the Taurus.
I'm aware.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, dear goodness.
Okay.
Here's the difference between me and Strahd. When Strahd became the vampire lord, he was simply a count. When I became the vampire lord, I was a warrior.
Yeah.
You're king of vampires.
Yep.
So yeah, that obviously hits. I mean, I assume a 30 hits Strahd.
Yeah, I think it's maybe
Oh,
hits.
dear goodness.
Are we doing that thing we talked about with them? Or am
You
I
know
murdering
what?
a player
Sure.
character tonight?
Sure.
Oh, okay, so Griswold just magically appears with a set of puppet strings, and then just kind of like at the last second before the point of contact,
Yeah, the
just
whip brimming with its archaic energy, now showing a blood red rather than its usual amber.
yeah, like at that point of contact, Griswold just kind of rips Dragomir out of existence.
Yeah.
What the? I was looking at it like.
And I assume it would more look like a rip in reality than a traditional teleportation portal, which is the only reason that I'm allowing it to work.
I
What happened?
What?
I didn't do that.
What just happened?
My whip proceeds to crack against nothing, and my eyes go wide. What?
Morton Kanan also looks very shocked. I didn't do that. I didn't think anything could break the barrier of teleportation.
And John, one last point of reference. Since I had control, let's just say the wind wasn't blowing.
Okay.
Now it is.
Okay.
The Barovia is effectively fully released. I'm not controlling it anymore.
Okay.
He's just sitting there confused. His whip still extended out all the way.
Marie's just going to point where Dragomir was. He's like, "Did you do that?
What happened? What the?
Did you do that?"
We're just all stuttering.
Marie, we need to leave. We need to leave now.
What?
This
just
is Mordenkainen.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
I grab Mordenkainen and hop on top of
He,
Helios.
he,
and
he
Helios,
grabs
you guys
Marie,
want to try to get
and
this thing?
he's
Yes.
gonna.
Helios will grab Marie.
All right,
with a
he's
big
gonna cast
dragon
teleport
hand.
again. And
Wait! Before you do that, does
I was
anyone
gonna just shoot
Wait,
off
wait,
the
wait,
sky
does
between the
anyone
guys.
want to try to take this dangerous whip away from me?
Wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
Risk,
well, it's
Risk
fully
risk it for the
extended out.
biscuit.
Yeah.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, I got it.
Grab
I
it
got
and
it.
yank.
all right, make a contested athletics check or acrobatics check.
I'm going to have it be is it just my current acro? No, it's
Oh
not. It's,
shit!
Look at-
my
wait.
check your stats lot.
Does
Does
it-
it
what did-
apply?
athletics-
Does
It's
it
either a
apply
plus 7 or a plus
initiate
5 for you, Vladimir.
to
What?
avoid being wrong? Okay.
It's
Okay.
only a +7 for me?
Yeah.
Only, got it.
Oh.
I'm going to roll at
Ah.
disadvantage, mostly because I'm going to roll it at disadvantage because Vladimir's
Well,
confused.
You would also have to roll pretty high to beat a 32.
You'd have to roll a nat 20, so yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
a 13.
Grab the end and you rip with all
And
my
just
draconic
pull it out
might.
Pull
All
it
right.
out of my hand.
You manage to wrench the vampire killer from his grasp. Mordenkainen casts
Yes.
teleport, and you are all standing, minus Dragomir, obviously, and minus the
Yep.
mirrors, are standing
Yeah. We
underneath
lost both mirrors.
under a clear sky on a mountainside. You can see a volcano in the distance. The only place I thought might be safe. I know myself and a few others know the code to this teleportation circle.
Do I recognize where
Welcome
we
to Phoenix.
are? I look around and be like, my. It has
And
definitely
that's-
been a very...
And that is where we are going to end things.
One last thing just cuts back to Vladimir. Alone, confused.
Yeah.
Looks
He's
at
just standing
looks at
like
it.
that
He just looks.
emoji.
He looks at it upon his hand. The vampire killer no longer in his grasp. He slowly starts sobbing to himself.
I'm
This
also
is for
going
the
to
best.
rule that when Aldan pulled it away, it left a burn on your hand.
Yeah. He's looking at it. This is for the best.
Yeah,
I
I get
shouldn't-
pathetic. I look around and be like, my.
I
It
should.
has been a long time since I have been here.
All right, so yeah, that's where we're going to end the
Wonderful.
set. That's where we're going to end this campaign. So yeah, we'll probably do. Honestly, I might merge just because of Dragomir being there. I might merge the Throughout Time follow-up and the Return to Phoenix.
Bruh, that's so many characters.
Oh!
Awesome.
Now I have to make a decision on what kind of character to build. Arrgh.
So
Oh, boy.
yeah, that is going to be the end of the
Gosh.
campaign.
That's
So
13th
yeah,
session.
we'll be back
Oh,
later
yeah.
either with Spencer's Company of Thieves or with the campaign I just mentioned. So yeah, see all of you watching next time.